Our band of adventurers have travelled from the city of Exeter in order to take part in a few of their hunter contracts. One of which, or two of which, being to deal with several ghouls and a spirit wolf. On the way there, they arrived at the town of Noble's Rest, where they met upon the leader of the Plain Hunters Guild, Gradumar. After a little bit of negotiation along with another group known as the Flames Fury, you decided to all head towards the family crypt, where you engaged in battle with the Spirit Wolf and, through a hard-fought battle, were victorious. The next day, the Flames Fury, who had decided to take camp at the crypt, came back wounded, mentioning about a demon that had appeared out of nowhere. Through talking with the local priest and getting the room to unlock the main crypt, you ventured inwards, where various amounts of skeleton killing and grave robbing took place. Eventually, you all made it to the main crypt, where you engaged in battle with a necromancer and a demon. Through a rather close and rather intense battle, in which the victor could have been anyone, the necromancer escaped, and despite your best efforts, the demon as well. As you were all reconvening, you heard a voice come from one of the rooms which you had recently cleared out. And that's where we return, with you all basically at the intersection leading to the main crypt. So, what do you all do?
Well, obviously, character.
Oh,
We gotta flee as fast as we can from the place.
What's it saying?
World's okayest cleric.
All you heard was just, it sounded a bit muffled, but all you heard was, "Hello, is anyone there?"
All right, where's it coming from?
It's coming from where the ghost was, which from this distance you can see is, it's still there, but it's kind of floated a little bit away from the tomb it was lying on.
Guys,
Okay.
guys, I think we have a sentient zombie on our hand.
Well, we gotta go help it.
What?
Let's just.
For one, I don't think that zombies are sentient. I don't know much about them. But two, if it is an undead, why would we ever help it?
Because it's speaking.
All of them are.
It's an undead. Actually, we don't even know if it's an undead. You're
Admittedly,
making assumptions. And I don't
paladin.
know why I'm getting roped into them.
It actually could indeed not actually be an undead. Just be someone's muffled voice.
Okay, I'm
Unless,
gonna
think
walk
that's a good-
forward, just like with my warhammer out, in
Yeah,
case.
Yeah, right.
just carefully advance it. Perfect.
Okay, so you carefully advance, looking into this room. The central tomb, which you had heard a thumping noise from, you can see a hole on the top of it with an arm just sticking out, just kind of like, just trying to tap about. Let's see if he actually hears you guys walking in. Nope, he does not hear you. So you can just see the arm. It's a heavily, like, armored. It's basically a gauntlet, and that goes as far as you can see. So you just hear,
Alright,
"Hello? Hello?"
I'll cast my divine sense on it.
You do sense undead coming from the tomb, or the coffin, or whatever.
Okay, then I will advance, but again, I'll have my warhammer like at the ready.
All right. Okay. So as you approach, the arm kind of just stops for a second. He says, "It's someone there. I think I can hear someone there."
Kind of.
This is the most surreal thing that's ever happened to me.
Okay, So there's something like sticking out of it. Like the
It's
arm?
clearly a gauntleted arm. He's just like kind of tapping out, but as he's heard you approach, he's kind of like just stopped.
Is it like how is it open? Is there like a hole in it that the arm is sticking through?
Yeah, it's a hole like near the middle. It looks like essentially, this undead thing was able to break its way through the top and is just struggling to try and like move the rest of it because you can still hear thumping coming from the other part.
Then can I kind of push it open with my shield?
Make a strength check with advantage.
All right.
Because the undead thing is trying to open it as well.
Why is there this like V of fog of war that I can't see through?
That's that's because there's like I can set a dynamic light thing. So basically, if your vision hits this line, you can't see.
Weird.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but it's not like a perfect wing. So you just the arm kind of like pulls itself back into the hole, and as it falls out, you just watch as a load of dust basically comes from the lid as this person basically sits up and starts coughing. Just looks directly at you. Looking at him, the first thing you notice is that he is incredibly pale. He has almost pure white eyes, and you can see he looks to be in about his 30s. But the more noticeable thing is that you actually notice that part of his cheek is actually missing, so you can see basically you can visibly see his teeth. He has what looks to be black hair, which kind of is graying, but it's difficult to tell because a lot of it has just seems to have fallen out. So there's loads of like spots here and there.
Okay.
What?
Does he seem to be showing any signs of aggression?
No, it appears like he's squinting a lot, so it looks like his eyes are just kind of adjusting to the light that's around.
Okay.
Alright.
I am going to smack him with my hammer.
Okay.
Wait.
Why smack him with the hammer? We can make friends with
Make
him.
an attack roll.
Wait, seriously? Yeah. Also, that run of
It's
freaking
an
Pandora ran
undead.
a lot
She
better.
is not like. Oh.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Just not tolerate this.
Alright, 7 points of damage.
What
Whack
are you
right
doing?
into his face. You just watch as he
Wait,
kind of
so-
recoils like, oh my god!
What are you doing?
What? What?
How dare you? Ugh. Ugh.
Most likely you just whacked a king in his face
What?
or something like that.
He's dead.
I will have you know I am not, miss. Oh.
You most certainly are. I can sense it.
We are in a crypt, miss. I'm sure that you are wrong in that sense.
Can I show him his reflection on a reflective shiny bit?
Like her shield.
Like my shield.
Yes, I will shine the shield.
Yeah,
Show
he just
him,
takes
sir.
this.
Do I need to roll a charisma check to convince him he's undead?
Ow! Ow! Ow!
I mean, you can
That'd be
always,
funny.
you can always roll an insight check to see if he knows he's undead or not.
You know, that's something like that actually makes sense. I'll, well, is that insight?
Insight, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, my
I
cat
was
leaked
taking
on
it
me.
into with my page. Oh, wait, no, it's on the wrong page. That's why.
So you watch while that's happening. You're not sure, really. On he seems to be confident in what he's saying, but you're not too sure. He like just takes a look. He's like, ugh, how long have I been out for?
Gloria doesn't like that she just whacked him in the face anyways.
Can I
It's
tell him
weird
what
accepting
the?
personality.
Can I tell him what the year is?
It is 728 after Pterodons, before you ask.
Okay.
You were gonna ask him.
Well, 728 AT.
A likely story. Yes, I've been asleep for 700 years, sure, and he starts trying to climb, he's like, get blood in my legs. He's like, clearly not aggressively, he's just like generally trying to just climb out of this coffin.
Wait. As he realizes
I
his
help
legs
him?
aren't attached to his body.
Sure. No. He's got all his limbs and such.
Okay.
It's
like
the only visible damage you can see, because he's wearing full armor basically, and you can see a great sword and a helmet in the
like an entire
coffin with him.
ceremony. Like an entire ceremonial set.
Wait a moment. Wait 1 moment. You said 700 years? What?
Of course, no human can live 700 years. Maybe, he points to Evelyn, maybe one of those pointy years, but not us. Yeah. And I assume Evelyn at this point you help him out.
Can I
Yeah,
I like-
help him out.
survey
like to
the
make it-
tomb for a name?
I'd like to make a history check, but I don't think I'd know the history. I think I'm from this area.
That's what I was
It'd be
thinking.
really-
If I see the name, I might be able to make a history check.
There
You can just ask him.
is a plaque on the tomb, on the coffin, yes.
Alright, what does it say?
It says, "Here lies Gregory Rona, third patriarch of the Rona family. May he stand ever vigilant."
Okay, can I, do
So
I know
He's alive. He's
how he
vigilant when
might
dead.
have died or when he died?
Yeah, make a history check.
Alright, 1 second.
Although, yeah, now just normal history check for now. Nemesis
Yeah,
would be the only
alright.
one that would really know this because it's about nobility stuff. You're not too sure. The only thing that you know is that being the third patriarch, that's pretty far back.
Yeah.
Might be 700 years ago. Might be a little more or less. About it.
Maybe. I would say Nemesis just knows that a third patriarch, that's quite a while. At this point, like, he finds his feet and just, like, gently pushes you away and says, "Thank you. Thanks." Well, I shall forgive your, aggression on me, miss. After all, you have helped me out of a bind. But I do believe I'm needed in Pterodont. He just reaches over, grabs his helmet, and just starts putting it on.
Now, wait a
Wait, just-
moment. I don't think you fully grasp your situation.
Of course. I was on duty, I got knocked down, and I woke up here. I assume that I'm still needed. He continues to, like, basically put on it. It's like a full-on, like, helmet that you can't even see his eyes and such.
Out of character, my assumption is that he must have died really quickly to not know that he.
Oh no, he said
probably died.
that he knows he got knocked down.
I want more Shinderu.
Yeah, I guess he probably died in duty, which is probably why. I guess he might not know he's dead.
You don't
Not
know.
my best
I-
assumption.
Where were you on duty at? What were you doing?
Pterodont, of course. After the war, monster attacks got a bit crazy, and we were tasked to deal with that.
What war?
The Pterodont War.
Doesn't have a fancy name. That's
No,
That-
it's literally called the Pterodont War.
Yeah.
Our character, you are in. The Pterodont War was such a huge, colossal war that any point afterwards, it's like the BC-AD thing. So it's
Yeah.
BT 80 after Pterodont. It was
Yeah.
such a huge part in, at least in Naza and Ensor's bit, that because essentially it was a large island going up in flames and nearly wiping out the military of both sides.
I guess because I still don't know the lore well enough. Where is
That
Pterodont actually still
war
standing?
has
Does
been
that feel like a
over
problem?
for years.
Pterodon is between Ansor and Naza. It is still there, but it is basically a permanent just island full of fire and smoke due to the Celestine ore catching fire, basically.
It's like when you have a volcano and it erupts and it like totally decimates everything.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't cause any damage.
Pompeii.
It didn't cause any damage to the continents, but the fact that Pterodon was such an important island because it had a massive amount of Celestine ore in there, which many of you are aware is basically a miracle material in Karmora. Basically, the Celestine mines, like, you don't know the full details about it, but essentially the Pterodon Celestine ignited, and the entire island is now basically covered in fire.
Okay, I think I have a better idea of why his statement makes less sense.
Yeah.
Because, like, it didn't sound weird at first.
Like, anyone from Ansor and Narza knows about the Pterodon War, but basically, it was a war that brought both continents' militaries to its knees and destroyed an entire island, basically. And a pretty big island,
That
too.
war has been over for centuries.
Likely story. Look.
No, I'm telling you, and you will regret going out there if, you don't listen to us.
Make a persuasion check.
Nemesis, you have +6 persuasion, like...
Yeah, it's just bad roll.
Yeah.
He just thinks for a second before he just lifts out his greatsword, just observes it, and just places it in its sheath. I appreciate the concern, but I can assure you I will be perfectly fine to fight. He just kind of like taps his head a little bit, minus the headache, but I'm sure that will go.
I mean, I'm not surprised we're failing.
Dude, you're missing part of your cheek. You can literally see parts of your skull right now.
You can't see part of his skull. You can just see like the teeth part. It's
jaw.
like if you saw like how Two-Face's teeth look like in Dark Knight, like the burnt part of it, it looks a bit like that, but not burnt, like just cleaved off and it's just healed over.
Yeah,
I think I got an idea.
That was an exaggeration.
Guys, Tom, can I do turn undead really quick?
Sure. So it is.
If he can, it might be useful if he can identify that you use an ability on undead.
Because if he is actually undead, then he has to get away from me or from us.
I guess it would work. Might mean we can persuade him that he's actually dead.
Well, it's undead above a certain challenge rating, isn't it?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, but wouldn't they still be able to tell that they got affected by it? A lot of people who are unaffected by it.
Each undead that can see you or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw if the creature fails. It is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage.
Okay, wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, and they usually know when they get affected by it. It just didn't work on how that worked. Saying.
All right. Okay. So you use your channel divinity to turn undead. I think you haven't used your channel divinity. You didn't use it in the last session, did you?
I don't remember.
I think we took a long rest.
No, this is
Maybe.
immediately after the fight.
No, I think we.
Like, you took a long rest after fighting the wolf spirit, but in this time in the crypt, you have not taken a long rest.
I used it before we fought the wolf spirit when we were first entering the cemetery.
Yeah, it's like I was thinking.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine.
But I think we did it before the wolf fight.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
That's like I think did do it the last session, but it was before the wolf.
As you cast this, what you can assume is Gregory steps forward before he stops for a few seconds and just kind of. Obviously, you can't see what's his facial expression now because he's got the helmet on, but he just like stops and just slowly looks at you, Evelyn. What are you doing?
Turning the undead?
Can you make like some kind of check to see if that makes sense? I guess. Unless he's like a spellcaster, he might not know what it is right on hand.
Given what he rolled there, which is a natural 1.
So he doesn't believe it, just got checked.
A likely story. I know that you
Okay. Okay, guys, I know
Oh, that's hilarious.
I have
He just rolled a
something
nat one.
that might actually convince him. Can I pull out the book I had that taught me the fire and see if it has a publication date?
It does not.
Clever.
Well,
Freaking useless book!
My mind's
Okay,
blanking
fine.
on anything. Like, I could try a persuasion check. I don't think I could really persuade him anymore. I think we failed too much to do it at
Yeah.
this point.
how about
There's not so much as too much failing, it's just the DC will get higher.
okay?
I guess it's
How
fresh.
about
I mean,
this then? Since you clearly don't believe us, why don't we at least go with you a ways and see if you perhaps recognize anything or anyone or you know.
If it will let me get back to Pterodons, then fine. You may escort me to my destination.
what town are we next to again? Oh, maybe I'll ask him if he recognizes it. Forget
What was that you said there, Blum?
I want to know what town we're next to. I was going to mention. Do you?
The
like,
closest town
know
is
the-
Noble's Rest.
That's the town we were just at.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
we're a little ways from Exeter.
Yeah, Exeter is about half a day's
Yeah.
travel from now.
Yeah.
On horseback.
Well, either way, if we're in a crypt, it's by the Noble's Rest, which is like a half day's travel from Extor. That sounds familiar at all to you?
Wait, Wait, where's the ghost lady?
It's a ghost. It's a ghost figure. You don't know if it's a man or a woman. But it's essentially it's near its own tomb, but it's just a little bit further. It's just a little bit further away from it.
Can I pull him aside and say, excuse me, but might you know who this person is? As I look and point to the tomb.
Figure looks at Gregory and just nods slowly.
So, okay, so the...
Well then,
Weird. As I scroll as I scroll for the map, it's like this lighting that's apparently consistent as long as I'm looking. Oh, like Nemesis suddenly disappears. I left on Nemesis and
I do not know how
That's
this
really
dynamic lighting thing works. Do
That's
not ask me
really
to figure it
weird.
out. I don't know how it
Oh.
works.
it's
Do you want to ask the ghost more questions, Dom?
Keep in mind, its mouth is sewed up shut.
Yes.
So what? So I was mentioning
excuse me, old Lord Roner.
Roan.
It's good. It's about time that one of you lot actually addressed me with some mannerisms.
So what was? So I did mention like what was around here, basically telling him what was.
Apparently,
What
this-
was his response anyway?
this
Oh, right.
figure-
You were saying that to him in character.
Yeah, I was mentioning to him that we were like that we were in like a crypt mausoleum, whatever, by Noel's Rest, and we're also like a half days away from travel from the Extor.
Ah, right. Says, I know.
Yeah,
that's-
I know of them. Yes, it's rather small, but it has some promise to become much more than that.
Is Extor a big town?
Exeter is one of like the major cities of Jurhan.
Okay. Was that the city we were in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm I'm bad with the thing because I haven't only been.
It's fine. It's fine.
You probably got a lot of info dumped early.
Use the bad with the pangs of attention, just like I am.
All right. So that's that one. So
But, yeah.
Are we,
back to what I
talking
was
and
doing,
walking now?
Guys, first I was gonna do a thing then.
Okay,
So what are you
then
gonna-
do it.
So do it now. I just wanted to see what his response to that was.
Yeah.
Do the thing. Do the thing.
Yeah, look, old Lord Roner. It appears this figure knows you. Could you
kind of looks at
um,
the ghostly figure.
My wife. That would be cool.
I mean, again, you can't see what his face is. His face looks like 'cause he's got his helmet on. I highly doubt a ghost would know who I am.
Would love it if this went.
Can
"Oh,
I
quick, owes me
see if
$5."
there's any change on like the ghost's face?
Oh my god, when did I get here?
Still the same. As I said, he's roughly like, if I just shift everyone over here a bit. Basically, the ghost is now there.
But was there any? There was no change in the ghost's facial expression upon hearing that, was there?
Nope.
Really weird.
Okay.
Can I get closer to the tomb now? This one?
Yep.
Since it didn't let me before.
Yep. The ghost, it does look at you waringly, but it doesn't really react to you getting closer. So I know in the last session you guys spotted a plaque. So it says on this plaque, "Here lies Marlon the Mute, 7th patriarch of the Rona family. May the fleeting grasp no longer harm him."
So it is.
Fleeting grasp. Hold on.
Can I just ask
My
the guy
internet's
to?
not happy with me. Alright.
Can I just ask the guy to ask the Lord to look at the plaque, say that this is like ancestor of like 4 generations, I think. Or I mean, not ancestors, descendant.
Descendant. I mean, yeah, you can ask. You can always ask him if you want to.
I want to help.
Yeah, but can you look at the like this?
Make a persuasion
this
check
big-
with advantage then,
Okay.
Yes.
if Delson's helping you out and such.
Yep.
Persuasion. Say.
16.
There we go.
You hear him audibly sigh as he just pulls off his helmet and looks at the plaque. He just kind of, you watch as he just looks at the plaque before his brow kind of like furrows in confusion. Can't be right.
Why are we having such good rolls? Like, it's like you rolled a 4. It's like we both have +6, and it's like I rolled a 16.
He's just looking at the plaque now, just in confusion. What are you guys doing?
Yes, old lord. I am afraid to tell you that, unfortunately, your time has gone by a lot faster than you may have thought.
You kinda
Time
just-
On the
is-
back. You're dead.
He kind of just steps back a bit. He's just like, can't be. This can't be right. This is a joke. This is a joke that you're all pulling on me.
If you
Why
think
would
it's a
we
joke,
play
you can
joke
try to
with
move
someone we
closer to
don't
me.
know?
He takes a
he-
step
I-
towards you, Evelyn.
The thing is, I think he passed.
Because
Might
turned
start-
creatures can't willingly move within a space of 30 feet from me because of the.
Is that even
turn
if they
undead.
is that even if they succeed?
Because he obviously succeeded because he didn't run away from you,
Yeah.
terror.
Mhm.
Good point. Ignore me.
Okay. He's just there like,
At best, he might find it but willing. Won't.
yeah, he takes a step forward, unfazed.
Usually, no, that's
You see, he's just like
Why?
deep in thought.
Why would we be playing a joke on you when we don't even know you?
Do you have anything at all to prove that we are apparently 700 years ahead?
Can I check
Well-
my body to see if I have anything that has a time?
you could show him the book, but you know, it was
The Hell
more-
Tribute book
What?
doesn't have a date.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's why I threw it on the ground. Because it was a useless book.
I mean, I guess you
Would
could show him the
my
history.
Scroll
say
of
what-
pedigree possibly be proof?
Opening it up, it does indeed have. It's essentially for the nobles here. The degree of pedigree is basically your birth certificate.
Yeah.
So it does have the
Alright.
date.
Yeah, that'll have
I,
it.
I will hand it to him then.
Are you sure you're not related? Like 700 years back, could be related to some degree.
Takes it and just you can see now his hands are actually
Is-
kind of like shaking a bit as he's beginning to doubt himself.
Oh.
It's sad. Let's chop up sad.
He just kind of
Just
reads
out of
it.
curiosity,
Joking.
is Barney the Drift Globe a relatively new invention?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd probably just
Okay,
assume
so
it's
can I
magic.
It was
can I
made by a
dazzle him-
gnome.
Can I dazzle him with this ball of light coming out of nowhere?
So before
Until
I do
no,
that,
until
you Nemesis, you hear Gregor say, "Fallow family. What kind of family is this?" He seems to have no idea about the Fallow noble family.
I
Oh
was
my
starting to
god, you're
think
new
about-
Riche.
I was thinking that it might be a pointless thing to ask because it's like you might not know of it, family.
Well,
But at the same time, he pulls out his pack. He pulls out a very old, like it is starting to disintegrate, parchment, and he like rolls it open. You can see it's a similar style to his to your own, which is why he's just there like very confused.
well, the Thalos became nobles after the war, so I'm not surprised that you don't know them. I'm part of the Thalo family, and I'm a baroness in Jurahan.
And what was it that you were doing there, Trofnar?
Well, I was thinking of like showing him this crazy new bit of technology of the Drift Globe and saying like, look, you didn't have anything like this at your time. We're in the future right now. So get with the time. The future is now, old man. Sort of thing.
The sad thing is with all this magic, it's just like nifty spell. Are you a wizard? That's about all. That's like that's about the best I can think of. That's like how I would do it if I didn't believe you. It's like a cool spell.
He kind of just watches as the drift globe just floats. He says,
Beep boop.
"I know of something akin to that, but it is one of glass, not metal."
Make it shine.
Thought it is shiny.
Yeah, it is lit, sort of doing its emitting
Yeah.
its light.
Yeah. It appears that he does know what a drift globe is, but the thing that's confusing him is the fact that this is basically a metal contraption of it.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, fair enough. So it's not blowing his mind.
No, because it's definitely confusing him, but it's not blowing his
Okay.
mind.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I'll put it away.
Probably the most confusing thing is you like maybe sort of a gun.
I mean, we could just
On
use
that.
it to blind him.
That's mean.
The
can
daylight
blind
spell and the
Oh,
drift
they
globe
made
was
that one.
used already.
Oh, it wasn't.
It was used in your fight with the demon.
Alright.
Yeah.
I don't have any. Yeah, I have any.
I don't
Would my
know.
prayer book have a date on it?
We got the date, kind
Yeah.
of.
He just we have a. I think we had a date.
He's kind of in shock right now.
Yep.
Yeah, he seems just currently trying to process this. Like you can just hear him all saying, "No, it can't be. There's no way." You guys doing
I
anything
guess
else?
I'll take out my blanket and put it around his shoulders like, there, friend.
Okay, kind of.
Is he a ghost or like an undead?
Should we tell him about how his future, like his descendant, sent us here? Because people were messing with the rest.
But it wasn't
of
so
his
much
fault,
that they
essentially.
requested you to. It's more you had a job here, and it's like, oh, let's kill two
Yeah.
birds with one stone.
All right, I'll kind of gently take my scroll back. I kind of need that, but
Yeah, he doesn't resist at all when you pull it.
Yeah.
He just kind of like just continues looking at his own. Just
Run
observing
out
the
of
paper.
ideas.
we came here to figure out why the dead were rising. There was a necromancer in the crypts.
Where?
You know, at the very least, we have him walk around the crypt, see a bunch of dead corpses. Dead.
It was
In
down the
in-
hall at the end.
Dead, undead, just like.
Do we remember who was buried in? Did we ever find out who was buried in the big, massive, great crypt?
No, you didn't. You never looked.
Yeah, we
Guys.
were busy chasing the demon.
You were busy
Yeah.
fighting, and then you were
Yeah.
busy chasing.
And then we came
Yeah,
here.
yeah, how did that go, guys?
What?
I was having a shave. I had no involvement in that.
Uh-huh. Okay.
That was 2 weeks ago, though.
So you indicate to the main crypt, and as he does, you see his eyes just widen as he literally barges past. You see as he runs, he draws his greatsword and runs into where the main crypt is.
I guess we'll follow behind.
Yeah, I envision where I'm just sitting.
All right, so you all run into the main crypt.
Is there still signs of battle? And is there perhaps any blood splatter from the wounds we caused?
Well, you'd have to actually go up to the coffin, but as you arrive there, you can see Gregory is kind of just standing over the tomb with his hand on it. As he's just looking, he has his sword slung over his shoulder as he's just kind of looking around really quickly.
Can I get a look at the tomb and see if I know who's buried there?
There is a plaque on it, quite a much larger one than the others.
Aye. What does it say?
It says, let me just say it here. It says, "Here lies Roanna, founder of the Rona noble family. May all that follow protect her from the evils of the world." And it has the symbol of the Rona family on it.
Now, have I heard of Roanna even in the Dwarflands? Do we know who she is? Is she that famous?
Make a history check.
Can I do that too?
Yeah, you can.
All right.
You think she has a beer named after her?
Nemesis.
Trofnar,
You've
heard of the name.
Busy hitting stuff with hammers and throwing shit into volcanoes, okay?
Yep.
Yeah, you've heard of the Roanna, but you don't know much. Nemesis,
I just recognize the name.
you are drawing a complete blank. It is not only before your time, but your entire family's time.
I think she has a noble family. That's about it. Well, the Ronas. That's about all we know.
She's from the family who we're working for, right?
No.
I thought so. Right?
Wait, who are we referring to?
Roanna.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roanna is. I thought you meant Nemesis.
I was saying that's what Nemesis is thinking, basically.
Nemesis is not related.
Not related. Not all nobles are related.
Gregor just keeps his hand on the tomb for a bit before he just steps back and just sheaths his sword again. Gesundheit.
Bless you.
Yeah.
He just kind of exhales slightly before he just turns back around and just starts walking.
Where are you going?
Unfortunately, the necromancer escaped.
It matters not. The enchantment on her tomb is still there. That's the important part.
Enchantment?
Protections. So that she may go onwards without a worry about what binds us here.
Why is there an enchantment on her tomb, but not the rest of yours?
She's more important.
True, but...
He kind of just glares at you a little bit. All tombs have enchantments. Hers is just the strongest.
Then I suppose my question is, why do yours suck? No.
Can I try an Arcana check to see what kind of enchantment it is?
As you go forward and kind of start to make the incantations, Greg roughly grabs you by the shoulder and just looks at you and says, "What are you doing?"
I wanted to look at.
Slowly lets go of your shoulder as you go closer, but you all watch as he just he doesn't sheath it. He doesn't unsheath it, but he does hold on to his weapon just in case. Go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Even though it technically means I do it.
It would just be a normal roll, so that natural 20
Yeah,
won't
so I
count.
had it from, still had it from earlier.
There is
That
definitely a spell on this, and it is a strong one. That's all you know.
Okay, I'll just back
Would
away from back away
would
to
I
the
know
group.
what spell is on it since, noble families have like enchantments or whatever?
Yeah, make a religion check, I would say.
Alright.
This would definitely be more for a religion than an arcana check. 20! So there are various kinds of enchantments that are put onto noble family members. Usually the strength of the spell depends on how well the other members of their family looked up to them. The founders typically have the most powerful spells guarding their tomb because they formed the family. But the kinds of spells can vary among ones that cause ailment or ones that can cause just absolute death to anyone that tries to disturb the tomb.
Okay. Wonder what enchantment mine has. Okay.
You don't know. You're not dead yet.
No, I mean like my like family, like what they have.
Typically, the knowledge of what spell it is typically not remembered in order to make it harder for later generations to basically break into the tomb.
Mm-hmm.
So you wouldn't know what the founder of the Fallow families got as enchantments on their tomb.
Why do all the other members have crappy?
I think if Trothmar's team had an enchantment, it would just be like Thaumaturge just saying "fuck off," and that's it.
Alright. But you don't have a tomb. You're thrown into the lava.
True.
Exactly.
Let's say you dickheads don't know anything about dwarven funeral rites, and you don't throw my body back into the fire. Then yeah,
It's like
all
a
the
funeral.
Well,
All the
dwarves aren't thrown into lava. Technically, they're cremated. It's believed that their
Yeah.
soul goes into the lava,
that's it. Okay.
but their bodies are usually cremated.
Well-
So let's just do a Viking funeral.
We'll
but-
stuff his body into a
Volcano.
freaking keg of beer or something.
Just set fire to the alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh
It would-
no, we run out of firewood.
It would be how he would want it.
That's how you would want
Alright.
to go. Burning in alcohol.
Pretty much. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I will flambe upon death. I just realised that.
I'll just put that there too.
What?
Just,
Yep.
Yeah. Flambeing is when you basically cook something. Well, like you cook something in like burning alcohol.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
know.
Alright. What
think-
exactly do we do with you?
with all due respect, miss, while I have my doubts, I still have a duty to Terradont. So I will be returning to Terradont's Crossing regardless.
Well,
Are we gonna
How
let
far
him
away?
know?
How far away is that?
Several days travel.
yeah.
Isn't all pterodons are fucking real right now?
I thought we basically told him it's some kind of like.
He kind of like
Have we?
looks confused.
Did we actually tell him that? Like
no,
some
you
kind of like
didn't.
destroyed. Oh,
You never did.
was someone tell him that then? I don't think I know.
Yeah. Should we tell him?
Terradont's Crossing doesn't
All pterodons.
exist anymore, really. Yes, old Terradont.
I thought we told him. I guess we made a mistake.
No, you guys didn't. He looks a bit confused. He again like he furrows his brow, so he's like, with all due respect, I doubt a city as grand as Terradont's Crossing would fall.
We were just there, is the thing.
Also, how long ago was the war?
728
like
years.
700
The
years?
war
700
ended.
years.
The war ended 728 years ago.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just checking. So I don't remember it. Got it.
No, because dwarves only live for 350 years, roughly.
And I'm only about 270.
Yeah, so you weren't around by then.
Okay.
You're an old boy.
Your grandparents,
Yeah,
your grandparents would probably know.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
I'm
I do.
not in a good relationship with my
Exactly.
grandparents.
Besides, aren't they probably dead?
Probably.
Yeah, you know.
Alright, what were you saying then, Blom, then?
I think I was asking if anyone else could explain why it's destroyed. Like, we know it's destroyed. I don't know what it is, but
The
I
Fall
don't
of
think I know
Pterodon's
why it's
Crossing
destroyed.
is one that's quite well known. After it was discovered that Celestine attracts monsters, and with the loss of the island of Pterodont, people moved out, and due to how quickly Pterodon's Crossing was originally built, due to the trade of Celestine ore, it basically got overrun by encroaching monsters, encroaching undead, encroaching abyssal creatures, and was eventually made a ghost town in no small part to that and people moving away.
Okay.
Anyone want to tell him that, or like?
Yeah, who here is the nicest person who would, like, tell him that in the best possible way?
I mean, I can just tell him.
Probably me or Nemesis.
Oh, I mean, we
I
have to
could-
give him a bit of a shock.
could
I don't think being blunt's gonna be the best.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I could ease it
we got,
into.
we got a
He's a
shitty
big boy. He's a soldier.
Yeah, but
He
he's-
also just woke up after 700 years.
Yeah, you'd be crank up for 700 years.
For the record, he is definitely a soldier.
Crick in the neck.
He is definitely a soldier. You can tell just by his attire. Actually, I would say make a perception check as well, just to see if you see any little details on his armor.
I might do that actually. That's quite fun.
Let's see.
Well,
Any limit to the perception checks here?
Things.
I would say anyone that wants to make a perception check can make a perception check.
I found a rock.
no, Trofnar having the highest one probably.
Yeah, Trofnar, you can see on his attire. Did you like go with Nemesis when? Oh wait, no, she didn't even go to the Paladins of Brightspark, so they won't even see that. But you can see a symbol of Brightspark, a holy symbol, like around his neck on his armor. And even though his armor is like plate mail, it's clearly it's similar in a way to how Nemesis chainmail was, in which it's clearly part of a religious faction.
Oh, right.
Thank God I don't have my my armor of Tyr anymore.
Oh,
I
yeah.
still have my Orion
Forgot.
symbol, but that's it.
Oh, yeah, you got rid of it. You just have a more generic.
Actually, let's see if he
right?
notices he like kind of notices symbol a little bit, but he doesn't seem to focus much on it.
Probably still in shock.
Oh, what did you have? You have like the holy symbol necklace or something? Like,
Yeah.
She's a paladin.
yeah, you need that to do your.
I'm a paladin and I'm an ASMR, like.
You're basically like
Super
basically,
religious.
Yeah. Even though she's not super religious.
You look it, but not really. It isn't
He's
interesting.
Jesus.
Alright, so,
basically saying.
what are you guys doing? Because I know you guys were discussing then, like, who's going to say this or that?
Yeah, we're going to explain to him like what happened.
Perception check. No, not perception. Persuasion.
Persuasion. What?
Okay. I
Literally,
will
just because my
do this.
chat literally just says perception, perception, perception right now, so that's just why. Perception, perception, perception. Persuasion for this. 19, okay.
21.
You know, yeah, that's why you want
21.
plus 2.
Yep.
He kind of like... He's showing like... He's still like showing resistance to what you're saying, but it's like some of the words are going through to him. He's like...
What, the part that it attracts a crop?
Well, no, just mentioning about Pterodont's fall and such. Basically explaining like how it fell. It's like... Don't get me wrong, but... I don't entirely believe you, but it would not surprise me if Pterodont has fallen while I've been asleep. To be honest, I'm not entirely convinced on everything that you've all said, but...
He's like, theoretically, if everything you said is true, that
He
makes sense.
seems conflicted at this point with the evidence that's presented to him and what he himself thinks.
Like, what we've said makes sense if it's actually true, but he doesn't want to believe it.
It's more like what you said does make sense if it was true, but at the same time he finds it hard to believe that he would have been basically in a crypt for 700 years just because humans can't live that long.
But we told him he's undead.
It's kind of like that show, Who the Fuck Did I Marry? Where it's like they find out their husband's a murderer, and they're like, what, huh? I didn't know. I don't believe it.
Wait, what? Coming up on Lifetime, Who the Fuck Did I Marry? Is that really a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn it, man.
alright.
I think it's a good assessment.
Well, I've got a new show.
What are we talking about anymore?
Where can I watch this?
You can watch it on like ID, I think.
Yay.
After
Anyways.
After a few minutes of just like him struggling with his thoughts, he just like looks at you all and says, "Do you know of the town of Exeter then?"
Yes, we actually do.
The one I
We-
mentioned nearby.
We just came from there.
Take me to it. If this has been as long as you say it is, then I'm certain something would have happened to that town.
Well, we can tell you part of it as we go.
I want to see it with my own eyes.
I guess I would say that I didn't mention it became a bustling
All
town.
right then.
Tell you what, do we know
It's a
anything about the
city
history
now.
of the Blood?
Yeah, city.
What was that, Drafnar?
Do we know anything about the history of the Blood Pits?
I would say probably not, because you guys live on the eastern side, and you want to.
Well, what about me, since I live like right next to it?
I'd say make a history check for yourself.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah,
I kinda wanted
Drafnar
to-
wouldn't be able to because dwarfs are kind of like, even though they're in Jurhan, they don't
Oh
really
my God.
mingle with the kingdom of Jurhan.
You are a noble. You read so much shit. Like, does it just go in your brain and then disappear?
And would suit Nemesis' personality, though.
With the angle of the light, you can see that Nemesis' hair has gone a platinum blonde, and she is having a moment specific of that hairstyle, hair color.
It's funny because in Nemesis' bio, I even put like she's studied a bunch of shit with varying effects.
This is one where it wasn't much of an effect because it's like, oh, just people fighting and killing each other. Meh.
Yeah.
Oh, so cool.
I tried one. I am just
Yeah.
a well-traveled character. I just don't know where she starts from.
Yeah.
I knew that this would happen. That's why I put
Shit.
that.
Yep.
She did a lot of
Maybe she-
reading when she was young, but it was basically this world's equivalent of John Green
Yeah.
books.
Nemesis, you have no idea. This is one of those things where it's like you didn't really care
Every-
about.
Damn, lady.
I really should take some time and actually pick an origin point for this world.
It's no real biggie for now. Anyway.
It might be
You
useful
got
for stuff like
time.
history, at least.
All right.
Yeah, probably better.
Well, I mean, I suppose we completed our contracts here, right?
Yeah.
Aye.
You got 2 contracts with 6 ghouls and a spirit wolf.
So yeah, we completed our contracts.
Did we finish the ghoul thing? Get it, that was related.
Yeah, I think that's like what we did first. In the graveyard.
Do we need to bring
And technically,
And in here, I mean, we more than did our part.
yeah.
But we did set a demon loose, so maybe we shouldn't talk about things we have and haven't done.
Don't even mention that. Nemesis distracted by the undead guy. Like, don't even.
Yeah. Don't make her become super angry.
She'll kill you all.
Exactly. Hey, I actually tried to help.
Is Nemesis going to be the big final boss for this playthrough? She just has enough and just goes post.
You don't know.
We do not know.
You
no.
don't know.
Suppose it's a theoretically possible activity.
I mean, it's possible for her to become evil. She's got the Oath of Conquest.
So if a
Yeah.
conquest,
But you don't know.
Yeah.
Alright.
Basically, isn't the Oath of Conquest is basically just conquering everything in the name of your god, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's like
This is
like
bad
Xana's Crusade
civilization.
kind of side of it. Cool.
My god says I must conquer it
Yes.
and make it
Didn't you say she had an
civilization.
English accent as well? That you just didn't want to do it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. My boyfriend's English, I'm not gonna butcher that.
Hello, English as well. Hello.
Yeah, the DM's also in there.
Hello. But I care more about my boyfriend.
Well, that's a right load of bollocks, wouldn't you say?
Indeed.
Anyway, what are you guys gonna do at this point?
I guess we're
is-
leaving.
I think Nemesis is about to take a shit ton of damage, isn't she, DM?
What? I don't know. I mean, I guess we do need to stop. We do have to go back to Noble's Rest because all of our stuff's there.
Yeah, we have to go and
Yeah, we need to get our
but-
horses.
Yeah.
We need to turn in the quest, so we kind of need to go to Extor. He wants to come with us.
Yeah,
Extra.
and then we
Yeah.
need to go and fight the demon butterflies.
So
Or
Because
or
obviously they have to be demons if we're fighting them.
we wait until reports come in of a rabid demon marching around, and then we make money. And then we take the contract that they set out.
I think the only thing was we were gonna go try to see if we could find what was it, Umbral, but because the dead
An
dude.
Umbral
Well,
speaker.
Oh, yeah,
That
the Umbral Geezer, yeah.
doesn't have really a time limit on it.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
There was a Elder Shadow Drake that speaks Umbral, but you didn't take the contract. Tyr just
Yeah.
told you roughly where you can find it.
And it was I think
Alright.
further north, but we have to
Yeah,
go
it
back
is.
south.
It's at this
Yeah,
point.
we're
It's
terrified.
It's northwest.
All right.
Weren't we supposed to be hunting something that's flying?
It might.
You didn't
Oh,
take the
that's on
contract
the
for that
way,
one.
don't
You didn't.
worry.
I don't think you took the contract for that one.
Oh, we did.
And
But
also-
we're going to
I
look
thought we
out
did because
for
it was on the
Ace.
way.
It's okay. We have campaign notes of all the stuff that we need and that all the quests that we took. So for now, we'll just go back to the town. Get our stuff. Figure out what to do with this dead guy.
He wants
yeah.
to go to Extor. So...
I'm not entirely
Yeah.
convinced.
Yes,
so
we did
could
take
you
a creature
please
flying.
not?
Wait, what?
He said. Gregory speaks up to you now. He says, I'm not entirely convinced that I am that. So could you please not?
Then what would you prefer I call you?
Probably Lord.
Well, you can
Your
go
Grace.
with the typical mannerisms that you would be fit of a lord.
Okay, Gregory, don't know.
Unfortunately,
I'm joking, not-
you are not a lord right now.
Alright, let's go, Gobshite, let's go.
Aren't.
Very well,
That's true.
then we shall just go with the other one then. Call me as you would a grand paladin. That is what I am, was.
Am.
I don't know.
It's like
All
Well,
right
I'm
then,
I'm guessing
I
Nemesis
can
only knows
settle
about
for
her
that.
own order.
what'd you say the symbol was? Bright Star? Should
So
I
the Holy
try-
Symbol
Star.
is Bright Star, yeah.
But I don't think any of us.
No, it's Bright Spark.
Bright Spark, Bright
Bright
Star, Bright
Spark.
Spark. Sorry, it's just.
But did any of it?
Bright Star is. I think Bright Star is a city in freaking Skyrim.
That's Dawnstar.
That's Dawn Star.
Oh my gosh.
But does actually anybody know what religion he was? Because I think none of us tried to check, did we?
It's
No.
No.
I think
Well,
Traf- Traf-
Trafnar's the only one that saw the
Roughly.
symbol.
plus
Right.
considering the Rona family follows Bright Spark, we can, by power of common sense,
Which
figure that
you know
he
we do
probably
not have.
is.
Yes, we don't have common sense.
Yeah,
Everyone
right.
knows that.
Yeah, Nemesis doesn't have that. Probably is a Grand Paladin of Bright Spark. Yeah.
Also,
Okay.
All right.
You people drive me to drink.
All right. So what is it that you guys doing then?
I could give you a lift to drink if you want.
Yeah, I suppose we're going out.
Yeah,
I
think
need to
we'll
get the.
Yeah, I think we're. I guess we'll just. He wants to go to Extor, so we're just gonna.
Yeah.
I guess we'll mention that we left our horses and carriage in Noble's Rest, so come with us there. We'll drop off the key into Crypt and head back to Extor, I guess.
No, we're getting our freaking horses.
Yeah,
All
we're
right,
going
then.
to back to Noble's Rest to pick up everything and head back home, or not Extor.
I would also suggest keeping your helmet on.
Why?
You have a nasty scar.
You're ugly as fuck.
He just kind of like glares at you, Trafnar. Just.
It's like
I suppose
I
it
don't
would,
have time for these poncy pricks, alright?
I suppose it'll draw some attention. Very well. And he just like puts his put the helmet back on.
Luckily, I don't think that many people here at least will be able to tell or sense it like I can.
Hopefully, or else we are going to begin.
once we get to X-Sword,
This can only end well for us, can't it?
Yeah, once we get to Exeter, there might be someone that's like, "Hey, why is there an undead here?" But that's out of character.
Well, keep in mind, minus like the hair that's like fallen out quite a bit and the wounds to his cheek, he looks just like a pale human with very whitish eyes.
Yeah, I'm wondering how he's preserved so well. Is that like an enchantment for him?
You don't know.
Can I get it?
You don't know.
Can I get that for my liver?
Again, you don't know.
All right, let's go out.
All right.
Well, I mean, he is wearing full armor, so can we even tell he's pale-skinned anymore?
But you can't when he's got the helmet on because it is like full like plate mail that he's got on.
Fact.
So what kind of undead is he? Is he a zombie? Is he a ghost? Is he a ghoul? What is he?
I'm not
Is it-
gonna
Well,
say
it's
out
obviously
of
not a
character. I'm not gonna say out of character, but he's not a ghost. At the very least, I can guarantee you that one
Yeah.
because he is
Okay.
not.
I
I think he'd believe you if you told him he was a ghost, because then he would not be able to touch anyone normal without effort.
He could be a very powerful ghost.
All right.
They can touch,
Anyways,
just they have to like mentally, I think, do it.
He could just be an immortal goth. We don't know.
I'm just gonna get my shit and leave.
Okay. So that's
Yep.
everything that you're doing there for in the crypt then.
Yes, and I
Alright,
have to get the key for the crypt.
Well, you still
can't
have
remember.
the key on you.
We have to put it back.
I thought that you had to leave it like in.
No. It's like a stone where you
Sure.
just place your hand against it, it goes away, then that's that.
Okay, great. I still have to return it though.
Yeah.
Do we know how
Yeah.
to relock the tomb? Or is it auto relock?
You wouldn't know.
Do I know?
Make a religion check.
We're gonna check. I think we're gonna.
Seriously, you're like
Nice.
the least religious person here, and
There.
like,
Yes, it does need to be relocked, but it is as simple. But you know, it's as simple as just pointing the key against the glyphs that seal it originally.
great. I guess I'll do that. Like, she's like
How
the
hard
least
is-
religious person and the most religious person at the same time. Like, I don't understand.
How hard
It's
of a
the
check would it be?
ultimate contradiction.
Yeah.
She's a walking contradiction.
Indeed.
She doesn't give a fuck about it, but she just knows loads about it for some reason.
The big
She was forced
gay.
into it, so.
All right. So, did you say something then, Billum, or was I just mishearing it?
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay. All right. So you make your way out the crypt, and Nemesis, you very quickly like reseal the crypt. You kind of just test it by like placing your hand against it, and you feel the wall of force basically rematerializing. You watch as Gregory's like looking around. As he looks to the right, he just kind of like just rubs the side of his head a bit, and then like he just like he's like looking around for some reason with his hand near his head.
Are you okay?
Yeah, mate.
So, it's this weird. It's kind of like something sharp is in my head, and wherever I look, it's pointing in that direction. It's like I look this way, it's here. I look this way, it's here. I look this way, it's here.
Oh boy, it's a GPS.
I don't know
Perhaps
what those
Oh,
I
are.
got like an
hit
arrowhead
on the
in his eye or
head
something.
too hard.
I'm a little confused on that.
Maybe.
Is there I'm a little confused on what that would be.
Well, we got to think if he's dead, he must have died for some reason. So how? Maybe I'm thinking maybe it's the wait. So what do you say? It's like it's in his eye.
No, it's in. It's like basically like a feel like a like when you have like a headache, but it's in one specific like part of your head that's hurting.
God, I hate those. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's like
exactly.
like that, but when he moves, like it's as if it doesn't. It's like so. Say if you got it there in your forehead and you look there, it doesn't like go here. It's here now. At that point, Like, no matter where
I
he
see.
looks, it's like the pain is in that
Right.
specific section.
How about
Alright,
we
then.
follow that direction?
Weird.
No, we're going to X.
I
But
do.
clearly it's
I'm
trying to
crap-
lead him somewhere.
I'm crap at
I don't-
it, but can I do a medicine check to see if I can figure out just from the look of him how he died?
I would say yes, but with disadvantage, because you're essentially trying to see how someone in full plate mail died.
700
Well,
years
his head.
ago.
Oh, he's wearing a helmet as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's
Fuck.
got his helmet on too.
Let's
Maybe later.
Alright. Let's risk it for a biscuit.
I don't
Well,
like your business.
You
It doesn't
have
matter.
no idea.
Doesn't matter you rolled with disadvantage. You rolled a freaking 5. Well,
That was
Alright.
impressive.
combine them all together, you still got an 8. That's probably
Out of
Amanda
character
dictates you.
with the whole headache thing.
man the
Headache.
Ditatus
Headache.
today. We've been rolling like
I mean, like, I don't know where his headache is gonna lead, and I'm on like 23 hit points. I've used all my stuff. Yeah, I'm not doing that right now. I am not equipped.
I think at the very least we do want to go rest in Noble's rest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What the Noble rest in is resting.
All right.
Is that a goddamn tone?
I think we're gonna go back to town for now.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So, you make your way straight to Noble's Rest. We'll say for the sake of it. You do not find any undead along the way. No corpses or anything. So eventually, takes you a little bit, but you eventually arrive in Noble's Rest. At this point, it's roughly, I would say, about mid-afternoon, roughly. As you arrive there, you can see the Flames Fury just stand out guard. You can see that some of them are bandaged up from their injuries, but they're just mostly looking by, and as you approach, they just kind of... Like, they're not on alert at this point, they're just kind of, like, keeping an eye out.
Exhausted from the fucking demon fight. No. All right. Can we, like, where are they specifically?
They're basically at the entrance of the town.
Okay. Yeah. I guess we'll
What do
be
you-
passing by them anyways. So
Yeah, what do you, we were thinking of trying to sneak by them.
I don't know. We got this guy here that was
Wait,
not here
yeah.
before.
Mhm.
Like they're gonna ask some questions. But all right.
Mhm.
I guess we'll go up to them.
All right, the brass dragonborn, as you approach, just kind of like, just takes one look at you and just says, "Looks like you had a bit of a fun time."
You could say that.
Jinx.
And who's this one? It, like, just indicates towards Gregory.
I don't know. Do we want to lie or just persuade him that it's a very friendly undead? Like, those are basically our two options.
I'm not
That
gonna say
will
that.
undoubtedly freak him out. I say,
This is Haas.
Matt Hoss?
Who?
No. Oh my gosh.
I
He was
think I'll try. I'm
investigating
just
what's
gonna-
going on.
I think I'm just gonna say that he's a wandering Grand Paladin that we ran into by the crypt. Persuasion
It's
or
what?
perception, because it's
People
kind of
would know
almost-
Grand Paladins.
Yeah,
Yep.
they are famous people, man.
okay. It's a wandering Paladin then that we ran
Yeah,
into. How's
it's
that?
That's like randomly running into like an archbishop. In the middle of a-
Wait,
in the
you
middle
guys
of a-
don't do that?
Oh my gosh.
I would
Anyway.
say... all right, why is it say them, Nemesis? Just...
Yeah, let's go with he's, a wandering adventurer that we found, fighting the undead. And he happens to be a paladin, not a grand paladin.
all
But he's a
right.
really nice guy, so in a way he's a grand
I guess he might not look like a Grand Paladin. Does he look like one?
So you know from seeing Grand Paladin Quan that their armor usually is a lot more fancy than normal paladins. However, Gregory's armor, 700 years in a crypt, it's not gonna look as fancy as say Quan's would. So it does look a
Yeah.
bit faded enough where it's like... It essentially looks very, like, travel-worn. So it would be a bit difficult for anyone that is not, like, deep into the Paladin stuff to recognize.
Even the name Quan makes him sound like a dickhead.
I know.
I guess I was just gonna mention that he's a traveling adventurer that we ran into. The
All right.
Yeah.
Nemesis and Floriana, you can either make a separate roll, or you can choose one of you to roll with advantage.
Which
Why
one are
don't
we
you
doing?
roll with advantage? Because we both have the same charisma.
Okay. So which?
And I don't trust Nemesis right now.
So, so which check were
It
we
would
doing?
be deception. Yeah.
What deception?
Yes.
Okay. It's like only a half truth.
I mean, yeah, basically,
Half-life.
but at the end of the day, you're trying to hide the fact that this is an undead.
Okay, fair enough. I assume your deception's probably not better than mine.
Hey!
Oh my god.
I have deception
Our
because I'm
deception is the same.
really
Yep.
Yeah.
Paladin. Why do you have a deception?
Because
What?
my skill is charisma.
Oh yeah, but I'm a.
Mine's...
I have
Sorcerer and
proficiency
Paladin,
because of my
both
race.
you. Sorcerer, Paladin, Warlock,
Mine's
all
Dex,
three
so-
use charisma as a spellcasting modifier.
Yeah.
I know, but I didn't think you'd be proficient in it as well.
Well, that's how the character's made instead. All right.
Agreed.
So the Brass Strangler just looks at us. Well met, Paladin. Mhm. He just kind of leans back. He kind of like leans back against the wall a bit more. And it's like, so, given the fact that you're not dead, I assume that you had some success.
No.
No.
Well, we had some success.
They're
It was mixed.
well. We took care of the undead, but not the source of it.
You just kind of like frown such. Right, I guess we'll have to go in and deal with them then.
No, they escaped.
There was a necromancer, but confusion of the fight decided to run. And that's my dog.
Yay.
I'll be right back 1 second while I go let her out.
Suppose that is the least bad option there. Jesus.
Well, there's more.
I get the feeling that I'm going to really hate what I'm going to hear next.
You know, I think we found the thing that attacked you.
It was a demon, we're aware.
It escaped too.
Ah, for the love of...
It was
know
very
what?
fast in our defense.
I
You wasn't
chased
kidding.
it into the woods, and it unfortunately escaped.
Oh, we're tapping. Failed.
Gradumar and the others are not gonna like this.
We didn't like it either.
Well then. What about,
I need a drink.
well, at least we can make a silver lining here. With the necromancer gone from the crypt, it will either be some time until he comes back, or maybe he'll cut his losses.
Either way for now.
um,
Either way for now.
You wouldn't be so
Probably.
optimistic there.
I'll-
I would probably get someone to reinforce the enchantments on the crypt. and
We'll get
look at the bodies.
we'll get the priest here to do that.
All right then. That reminds me that I do have to turn in that key. Great. To go to church again. Great.
Yeah, the track.
For the time being, there should be minimal to no undead, so I feel that we can all at least take a breath.
We'll give it a few days. Nothing happens. We'll head back to the graveyard. If there's any undead there, we'll finish them off, but typically for certain kinds of necromancy, the necromancer needs to be within a certain proximity. I imagine if he's truly fled, then those that have been risen will fall.
He also seemed to be interested in the original matriarch's tomb.
Well, that could be anything. Maybe a sick joke, maybe he has some vendetta against it. You know what nobles are like. Loads of people hate them. Probably a load of people that want to do that with the other families too. Or maybe it's a case of, hey, there's a load of bodies. Beggars can't be choosers.
Maybe there's an artifact?
I don't know about that. You know, but usually if a necromancer wants to raise a bunch of bodies, then the best chance is either graveyards or battlefields, former or current.
I guess it is a bit strange. Noble family crypt.
I mean, maybe it just was a case of, like, he found the crypt and thought it'd be a good place.
Or maybe he's a grave robber, kind of looking over to Gratian.
That's two. And Gratian's just there, like, just has a bit of the shifty eyes going on.
Trying to pretend that he did grave rob.
Is Gratian
Well-
here, actually?
go-
Gratian is not here. Okay.
Second.
We are going to be heading back to Exeter. Our friend here needs to resupply.
Alright. We'll, we told Gratimer that we'd stay here for a bit, and frankly, I'd rather a bit of time for... And he, like, beckons to the Red Dragonborn, who's kind of got his arm in his sling at this point. I'd rather wait for him to be back to normal.
Okay. What are we talking about, Longwell?
Mm.
Nothing, just the Dragonborn basically saying that they're gonna remain there for a little bit.
Okay.
As I
Alright.
said, we'll keep an eye out. No more undead. We'll check the crypt itself. If it looks like they're all gone, then we'll be on our way to other hunts.
Alright, if you need our assistance, if the necromancer comes back or something, I suppose just send a message to Exeter.
We
Well, the
got
fee,
our,
of course.
we got our signal orbs. That's fine.
Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. We all have one of those.
Same.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I know we have them. I just didn't think we needed it, or at least be relevant.
Oh, I think the
Why
only one
didn't
that
we
doesn't
use
have
those?
it is a signal
Gratian.
orb. Is
Maybe
Gratian,
Gratian.
yeah. We should give him one.
Yeah.
We have an
Yeah.
extra.
Yeah,
He just
Have an extra?
takes it. I think it was.
We were given like 6 of them, 6 or 7.
Yeah,
we had
and
a
then
good few.
you were given like 6 small ones, which you actually break, and then the big one that indicates when a hunter is in trouble within a certain distance.
Yeah, I have the 2 small ones, so I'll give one to him.
I have one small one.
And then I have the
Why
main
did we
signal
use
orb,
it?
since I can't trust you guys.
Oh, because we forgot about them.
Because you forgot about
think-
them.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's because isn't it like it just tells them we're in direct trouble. I think it would because it doesn't teleport them to us, right?
It's like a distress beacon.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
don't we also need to be outside to use them?
No.
I think so.
And if we suddenly
You
like
just have
let
to be on
all
the
of
same
all ours
plane.
up at once, like it's a big, like they'd think, oh shit, something serious is going down.
Well, I
Alright.
guess it's true. If we use our signal orb, I guess the Dragonborn ones, the Dragon's Fury, I think it was.
Mhm.
I guess they could have gotten there fast. And
If you had broken the signal orb during your fight, obviously they wouldn't have arrived immediately, but the Flames Fury would have known that you were in trouble and would have headed your way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
We're fine.
Yeah, I forgot about the fact that the
We
Flames
let a
Fury.
demon loose, that's not fine.
I forgot about the fact that they were close enough to actually be helpful.
Like they would have certainly not made it with enough time to actually take part in the fight. Like keep in mind, it is like half an hour's travel from Noble's
Yeah.
Rest to the.
Depending on
cemetery.
who's trying to lead the way.
Oh, is it?
Well, no,
I guess
just a straight run towards the, just going straight, not even taking the side route, which takes a bit longer. Like, just straight there to the graveyard, it takes about half an hour to an hour.
Okay.
Oh, okay. And I guess it still wouldn't have been helpful enough.
All right.
Okay.
Then,
But the signal theory orbs are more useful for like the context where we're getting swarmed by an army of undead. We are okay this exact minute, but we do need help within the next day or two.
Yeah, basically, it's not good for, like, an
Dying in the
imminent
middle of
threat. Yeah, it's not like if like, your defenses are breaking the orb's not going to get them there faster, but if it's, like, clear that you're starting to lose this fight, but you can hold out for a little bit of time, then breaking the orb would have been used for that.
all right.
Side.
Since we've said our farewells, I suppose I should go to the church.
Okay. So,
I'm getting a drink or two.
Is the Grand Paladin gonna come with me?
you know what? He just kind of, like, looks both ways, and it's just like, I mean, what would you rather me do?
I don't think it's good to let the dead guy go near the church.
Hey, Gregory.
Fair
Fine,
enough.
he's not going to be struck by lightning.
You
Gregory?
don't know.
Yeah?
Had they invented ale in your time?
It's been around for many, many years.
Dumbest question.
What a dumb question, actually.
Like, you can't see his face because he's got that helmet on, but you can just tell by his posture that he is dumbstruck at that question.
That game's been around for thousands of years, I think.
What about mead?
Yes, we do.
You tested it.
I just want to have that dumbfounded look on my face, too.
Yeah, can I look at him? Can I look at Trotner too? Stupid. Like, what the fuck, man?
I don't know. I don't know. I know we've like dwarves have had it for ages. I don't know if humans had as well. All right, fuck off.
Oh, Trosnar! You can
It's
make
like
him
a question
something.
you would ask if you rolled a nat 1 on a freaking history. Click on history.
Okay, then.
Oh my god.
I think I need an extra drink just for that one.
You
I'm
know,
just going to
with
shake
that,
my head.
I will take you up on that drink.
Brilliant. All right.
Yeah.
Where's the
Well-
tavern? Where's the tavern here?
It's roughly on the southern side of the town.
Yep.
Before that, since I have to go to the church, I figured that you might want to, I don't know, pray to your goddess or something.
Is the church his church?
Yeah, it's Church
a
of
church-
Brightspark.
Yeah, it's a church of Bright
It's
Spark.
a church.
I don't.
Yeah.
I forgot what. Could have been a different church. I assumed it was.
So were you saying that's Gregory, Nemesis?
Yeah.
I'll do that at night.
All right then. All right,
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and go back to the church then. You guys can go and get drunk, I guess.
Hey.
I guess I can have some
What
lunch.
time is it even?
It is early afternoon.
We have to
Hey, get perfect.
Because
Yeah,
you were
Dear
saying
Dear
you
God,
yourself
I feel like I need a drink. Like,
After everything that happened, we all need a drink.
Because you guys
Yeah.
you guys headed out in the morning, and basically the travel time plus exploring the crypt, which I assume you did like not running around everywhere. You did like at a slow pace.
Yeah.
Roughly took you the morning basically, and it took a little bit
Christ.
into the afternoon to get there.
yeah, I need I need a drink. I
You
need
don't need
sleep.
ale, you need booze, man.
Like I just. I
Don't
thought that
worry,
it was like night at this point. Like,
Nope.
It
They'll
sounds
save
like
you a
this year
drink.
with the party member.
I guess
I'll
if we
save your
left it-
drink, princess. Okay.
oh my god.
if we left at midday, it'd be. But started.
All right.
Back at dawn. That.
I'll go ahead and
Yeah,
turn
because
in the key.
Dragon's Fury came back injured in the morning. So that's how I know,
Yeah.
that's how I know that you guys were there until the afternoon. Okay, so you head to the church. You can see at this time the doors are open, and the Furbolg is in the main area, just basically sweeping the floor and such. So as you approach it, it says, "Oh, hello there." Just continues.
Hey, well met, friend.
pushing. Oh, are you following Nemesis?
What?
Were you following Nemesis?
Oh, I thought this was us going to the pub. Sorry.
No. The Furbolg
Okay.
is the priest. It's a
I
halfling
thought
who's
he
the
was the bartender.
yeah, the
Okay,
bartender's a halfling.
I
Pretty
think
sure.
Menace is the one who's
Alright.
at church. Everyone else is at the pub.
Yeah.
They've left me to be like crucified. Okay.
Good luck.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Afternoon there.
Apparently it's afternoon. I've come to return the key.
Oh, that's very kind of you. And he just like opens his hand up, and I assume you place the key on. You give the key back
Yeah.
to him. Ah,
Yeah.
very well. Thank you very much.
Not a problem. I did have a question for you though.
I might be able to help.
Dead
Do you know a lot about the undead? Or spirits or something of that nature?
I'm not entirely familiar with undead. I'm not like yourself, as in I'm not a fighty sort, but I do know the rites and such of death, so I may be able to maybe answer.
Would it be possible for an undead to come back with some sort of sentience?
Let's see. I mean, it's not impossible. Depending on the amount of sentience, though, would depend.
Well, perhaps if at least that they were aware of who they were.
We do hear tales of some undead coming back, fully aware of who they once were, but unfortunately that is not something I have much knowledge about. The ones that are just brought back as mindless creatures are probably the ones I know most about. I know there are some creatures that might have some idea of who they are, but were corrupted. We call those wights, but they're usually corrupted into evil.
Would it possible for one of them to not be corrupted?
If that was the case, it wouldn't be a wight.
Well, I mean more if... How do I explain?
I am curious if the guy considers paladin abilities. Isn't that dead?
To be corrupted, you first have to, be uncorrupted. What would those be called?
One moment. He just places the broom down, heads into the back room where he had originally given you the key, and he comes out with an old book. Essentially, he just flicks through pages. Unfortunately, this does not mention much about those, but typically there are those that come back similar to wights, with a purpose of sort, similar to a ghost. There are tales of those existing, but there is no real name for them. And he just shows you a page, and reading through it quickly, it does mention about wights, and there is a specific. There's just a small section in the page where it mentions that there are some that come back similar to wights, but are not corrupted by the necromantic energy. And this is usually because they may have came back from due to divine magic as opposed to necrotic magic.
So, possibly, if there was something like this, perhaps a god would have something to do with it?
I do not know. I'm afraid I've never experienced it in my own eyes. Just closes the book. But the divines have given us many blessings, so it wouldn't surprise me. But the odds of that are extremely slim.
I see then. Thank you for answering my questions.
No worries. He just places the book down and just begins he picks up the broom and just starts sweeping again.
I'll have to do more research when I get back to Exeter.
You kind of get the feeling
Thank
that
you.
the third bowl, you would need that depending on how big the religious establishment is in the town, the more they would know.
Yeah. All right.
Mm.
Thank you again. Farewell.
May the bright spark look over you, miss, and may you also find the knowledge you seek. And as he says, he looks at your symbol again and just gets back to sweeping.
Do you feel
Alright.
like I reckon? Continue.
Gonna head back to the tavern where someone's people are already getting drunk in the afternoon
Yeah.
because it's apparently the afternoon.
Yep.
Yeah, it's 6 o'clock somewhere.
We've had a long morning.
Mm-hmm.
We deserve this, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the tavern is empty, minus all of you guys. Gregory, because of where you sat, Gregory has his back to everyone and just and he has his helmet off, but he's in a certain direction, so that the wound is kind of difficult to see. And he's just sipping from a mug of ale.
Well,
Yeah.
Carl,
Can I upgrade his drink to the strongest thing you can buy from this tavern?
Yeah.
What color was the guy's hair? I forget. If you mentioned
It is
I have-
black with grey streaks in it, but he's got sections where he's just completely bald.
Can you
So it
roll
doesn't look-
Constitution or something to see if he's a lightweight?
He actually he's just sipping this really strong drink that you bought him, and he's not reacting at all to it.
It's
Yeah,
because
so-
undead usually have some weird
Yep.
number. Usually.
I actually know what he is now.
Oh.
He's a Yoshi.
I'm not a goddamn Yoshi Goku!
I'm actually
Alright.
kidding.
I do feel like I recognize the concept of what you're talking about, but I can't remember where I heard it. I don't think it, I think I recognize.
I
it
know
on
what this
D&D.
concept is from various things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't remember where.
It's a revenant.
Wow. It's
sounds
Whoa,
great
dude.
that you're spoiling things.
Come on,
Right.
man.
Yay.
Seriously.
Mm,
Don't ruin the surprise like
Metagaming.
that.
It's so much fun.
Yeah. Try to avoid the metagaming,
Alright.
Dom.
All right.
where I
Okay.
heard it from.
Sorry, I need my medicine.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man.
It's fine. Okay. So,
I have been playing Shadow of War a lot, where you just
It's
basically
gonna
play.
be-
We just play an undead guy who's drunk the entire game.
Alright, Is he
Yeah,
is he gonna be with the
It's
guys?
the most wholesome gay relationship
He's,
in the whole
weird
of the map.
undead person with the guy.
yeah, he's just with you. He's just in with you guys. He's he knows at this point to sit at an angle so that they can't see his wound, but unless someone
Okay.
really focuses in on him, he does just look like a pale, normal, everyday human.
All right,
Yeah.
I guess I will
And-
sit across from him, and
Kinda And even then, you could probably just say that it's it's just a flesh wound.
Yeah, basically. It would take a lot. You really only know that he's undead just because Nemesis was able to sense it. Looking at him, he just looks like a guy that's just been for a rough time. That's all.
What's his wound, by the way? I think I might have. Do we know already?
So the only
he's
wound,
missing part of his
the only,
jaw.
the only, not jaw, his cheek. So you can see the
his
side of his
cheek.
mouth.
Okay.
Yeah. He's still got.
Oh,
It's essentially someone's cleaved off one of his cheeks, his right cheek.
So how is he drinking then?
He is leaning his head to the left a bit. So he's there like...
Making sure it doesn't go for the hole. So,
Awesome.
so it's not like
He's-
some kind of
he's
burn or something.
pouring
It
it
looks like
down
it got
the hole.
sliced off.
No, there is no sign of burn. It just looks like it's been cleaved off.
Eh,
A
Okay.
weirdly
Next to the
specific
face.
wound, though. It's like,
Eh.
did that happen?
eh,
Without...
it's probably fine. I mean, look at Tyr. He's missing his hand. He's okay.
But a hand and a cheek are very different.
Same concepts,
still
really.
I think I still have Tyr's seal because it's in
No,
my
we really- we
inventory.
gotta learn this, people.
Oh yeah, you still have his seal.
Oh God, I'll have
Steal
to
it.
give that back to him when we get back to town. But anyways, God, what do I say to this guy?
So what's it like not being dead anymore?
He just like puts the mug down. I'm still not fully convinced the idea that I am an undead. Why would a not only a paladin, a grand paladin, be brought back to life as the one thing he swore to defeat?
Well,
I don't know what you do, mate.
I might have an answer for you.
And that is...
Well, I spoke with the priest when I went to go return the key, and he mentioned that some undead could be brought back by divine magic rather than necrotic.
I do not know why the divines would do such thing. I don't know why Brightspark would do such a thing.
Well, as someone who has been blessed for whatever reason by the divines, I kind of know that they do weird things without our knowledge.
That is literally the...
Concept of religion.
Yeah.
Miss, you
That's
have
just-
basically
that is just saying, you know what,
described
this is
everything that we tell those that wish to join. That we are blessed by the divines and that they work in mysterious ways.
No, you
All
don't
right.
get it. She
Can I
literally
inter-
was. She has wings.
Can I interject
She
in here?
glows.
Do you think she's
She
better than everyone
gets
else?
these random divine light wings. They can fly somehow.
What a little bitch about her.
A likely story.
We've seen it a couple of
I-
times. Stick around with us in battle. You'll see it too.
Hey. Quite
I
impressive.
can
You should show
gladly
him whenever
prove
you
it
can.
to you at a later time, though. I'm quite exhausted.
Always late, they say.
Good day,
All
Gray.
right, fine then. I can do it tomorrow morning.
Alright.
Do it during your speech.
Oh,
That'd actually be really cool. Yeah.
yes. That would actually be inspiring.
Okay.
So actually, guys, wait a minute. Where's the dead guy gonna sleep?
He's gonna
With
be
the
with
boy?
the guys.
Yeah.
He's gonna sleep with Trothnar.
Wait a minute. Didn't we divide it up so it's like Chothnar and Evie, and then Princess and the Child, and then Des and Gratian? Because we got three
Yep.
separate rooms with six
Wait,
beds.
Super. Yep.
Oh wait, am
super,
I in the evening?
super half elf bros.
So what is?
Okay.
So Evie, are we now sharing a bedroom with an undead dude?
I guess so.
I
mean,
think that we
probably.
should at least like take shifts because he's undead. We don't know what he's going to do.
That
Or
hurts.
we-
I am
we-
right here, miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are.
Sorry
a,
about
We could
Nemesis.
just tie him up.
She's
you are
very.
a suspected undead. Okay.
She's not exactly a people person.
Okay, listen. You can
I
just
am
take the room
very
with us. We're not
much
gonna do
a
anything.
You-
people person.
know,
I'm trained in etiquette.
I think I will
You
just...
totally forgot everything you learned.
I will just get my own room. I do have some coppers and such on me.
Excuse the
Has the
excuse the
money
person we call Prince.
changed?
Yeah. Do they use different money now?
Probably looks. It might look different, but
Yeah, it
So
might look
he pulls out his
copper.
pouch and pulls out a few coins. They do look different. And there is a weird coin in there that you don't recognize.
Electrum.
Yes, actually.
Finally, Electrum!
That'd be amazing.
It actually is an Electrum coin.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Everyone just
Great.
takes a few minutes. What is that?
It's a,
Because I'm guessing now that
The
like they
hell
don't
is
make them
that?
anymore.
it's
Nobody cares about Electrum.
They don't.
he just looks at the coins confused. Regardless, I'm sure I can buy a room.
Anyways, excuse
Well,
the.
How much was it for the rooms, Tom?
Excuse the
It
Baron.
was. Let me bring up my sheet here. It was. Where's my general stuff? There we go. It was 3 copper a night.
I'll give him the 3 copper.
He like takes the copper and he looks at it and he's like confused because obviously he's got coins from 700 odd years ago. It's like,
This is the new copper. This is what you're gonna use to buy your room.
To a degree, his copper might be worth more than a single copper could be worth at least a gold, just because of how old it is.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Are
Yeah,
there
no
like
idea.
If
You don't know.
if that copper doesn't work for you, then you have something on hand.
I just want to say.
Okay, seriously, what is that coin, anyways?
Excuse the Baron is.
it's an Electrum coin.
What's an electrum?
Is
it's
it something you can eat?
People-
I'm joking, I didn't see that in character.
It's an ore. It's an ore that we use exclusively for coins.
Does Drafnar know what it is?
Yeah, do I know about Electrum?
Make a history check with advantage, I'd say.
Yeah, cool.
So I say him.
Because it's about rocks.
It's basically
Yeah, exactly.
it's about metal, rocks,
Yeah,
etc. Basically
yeah.
everything dwarves are about. Why does the dice hate us today?
You have no idea what Electrum is.
Like
like
the average
dwarf, for
roll so
fuck's
far has been
sake.
10 across every single dice roll today.
Even to a dwarf, this race which focuses so much on mining and such,
Yes.
you don't know anything about Electrum because they never cared about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like Electrum,
Like-
they don't
like
care
No
about that.
one gives
Like
a
less
shit.
Gold.
Well, dwarves at least didn't give a shit back then.
That's pretty great.
That is. I am.
It's almost
right
funnier
now,
that he failed, actually.
All right.
Ah,
Really puts into perspective how long he's been out.
yeah.
So
When
Kirky's just kind of
I
like,
haven't been back to the mines in a while. I don't know.
Kind of want to look up Electrum, just be like,
so Gregory like puts his helmet back on, and just like walks over to the halfling. There's some small talk, and he just throws a few coppers down. Halfling just looks confused and just grabs it and just points towards the stairs. He just nods. Gregory walks back, sits down, takes the helmet back off. Probably need like a mask or something like that. That is really annoying.
well,
I have a costume. I think I have a mask in it too.
I only keep hoods and hats. I don't have a mask.
It's fine. It's fine.
Does any of us have restoration magic that's good enough to heal his wound?
I didn't.
Uh,
The wound itself
No.
has healed at this point. There's scarring and such over it, so it won't do anything.
Okay.
Probably need some like very specific gar healing.
There is a specific magic for regrowing limbs. It's a very high level spell.
yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we'll know it in like 10 levels, but not.
To try like 12 levels. I think
When
it's,
really?
we get back to
I think it's 7
Esther,
or
I'm
8.
sure that we can find a mask for you. Maybe Gus can make one, though I don't think he specializes in that.
It's fine.
Is there like
it's
a
fine.
tailor or something?
It's fine.
Oh, that reminds me, since this is a legitimate question, other than asking if they had ale, do you know what a warforged is?
Is that what they call them now?
What were they called then?
Automatons.
Yeah, that makes about.
That
That actually
sounds.
does sound about right, actually.
Yeah.
Massive nightmare.
Well-
Sometimes they went absolutely berserk. Became a bigger problem for us.
Yeah,
We've
sounds alright.
heard, but there are some that are sentient now.
Well, that was the case before. It was primitive, but
They've reached a higher level of sentience than previously.
One of them's a very good friend of ours.
Two of them,
Well-
actually.
Yeah,
you like
That's true.
you like
Harvey
slow-
and Gus.
you like just slowly like just brush his fingers against the hilts of his sword. That was sworn not to. Nothing. It's fine.
Tell us. Tell us. Tell us.
You're like a annoying child.
More
I
annoying
am.
than the actual child in the group. Didn't we determine I'm still?
She
the
also
youngest in the
knows
group?
something that she won't tell us.
Exactly, and I'm the one that heal you guys, so just let me be childish.
Oh my gosh.
When the
At least tell us what
automatons first came to be, it was sworn into Jurhan law that they would not go beyond any sentience beyond that basically of a child. And you're telling me that is no longer the case.
Aye.
I guess
Well,
Yeah.
They're
laws
basically
change with
clear about
time.
ERI these days.
I guess it depends on if Warforged are like started from Durahan. Maybe they came another. Don't know.
They
It's
were
not a
kept
history
as
check.
children because of their unstable... Their ability to go berserk was why we never made them smart. If there was Warforged, I guess you call them, that were as smart as a human and it went berserk, God knows what they could do.
Well,
Do
we
we
kept
know the
one
law-
from killing someone.
That's not improving our point.
He just kind of...
I think that
Well,
it
it
kind
means
of
he can be reasoned
proves
with.
something. Yes, he can be reasoned with and restrained like a person.
Do we know the last time a Warforged went like berserk and killed a load of people?
Although it's possible
With
that
your own experience, the one that got closest was Harvey, but he was able to regain control of himself, basically.
Yeah.
it
It's
is.
because he's our Lord and Master.
There are some corrupted Warforged in Old Pterodont, though.
Yeah, you saw at least one when you were...
We saw two.
One or two, yeah.
It's possible that the Warforged, in exchange for having better sentience, for humans, are less powerful at base. So
I would
learn
hope
somewhat.
so. Maybe
I
I'm
think
just...
it's funny how I can remember the number of Warforged, but I can't remember names.
Because maybe it's instead like being this childlike giant robot, it's now this human-like robot that's just
Maybe.
at level 1. The weakest
That's
human.
as small as a child.
I might just be thinking that I might just be thinking this as if the war was still going on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Warforged aren't even made from the automatons you're talking about.
You don't know.
I don't think
We
any of us
don't
know.
know.
I don't know.
Clearly, we know nothing.
Because
You
I'm
know
wait,
nothing, Jon Snow.
No.
because
I
of
don't
the
want to
fact
make.
that
I just want to make all these theories based on what makes sense. Not
because I'm where I'm from is like very much like gnomish technology and stuff like that. Do I have a special knowledge about like the history of Warforges and automatons and stuff?
Not necessarily, because Warforged, like, information and technology was not really shared much outside of the kingdom.
Top secret. Okay.
So unless you were
Oh,
from there,
so
all
what,
Warforged and all the automations were basically made in the Gnomish Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
so
And there has been like reverse engineering for it, but all intents and purposes, all the mechanical automations and the Warforged and such are from the kingdom of Galero.
All right, just checking.
I think that I am actually going to turn in. It's been a very, very, very long day, and I feel as if I could sleep for an eternity. No puns intended.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Yeah, the
He's too serious-minded. He's too serious-minded to even take it.
The one time she makes a joke, okay.
Completely goes over the head of the one you were making the joke to.
What?
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and head upstairs. I'm out.
Okay.
Fucking flying around, being all holy, chasing demons, like.
Yep. Should we set things on fire? Like the
Oh
force.
god. Nemesis walks away and the tavern just sets on fire.
I meant the forest.
The cool
Get the
girls don't
demon.
look at fire.
Alright. So, Nemesis decides to call it a night. What about the rest of you?
What time is it?
I'm gonna call it a night
It
before
is.
I
It is.
get...
It is like early to mid-afternoon.
Right, next round.
Okay. So we'll save for the sake of
I'm
brevity.
actually... Yeah. I'll take a drink, then go brush the horses.
All right. We'll save for the sake of brevity that you all gradually retire to your respective rooms, either during the fall of night or early on, and you all sleep through to the next day. So, for the record, you got your spells back, fully healed, etc., etc.
Yay!
They level up.
Well, thank bejesus.
No, you did not. I've been keeping tabs on all your health, and
Praise Elrond Hubbard.
We might have if we, killed the demon.
you still got XP for killing the demon, but just even with that, it's quite a bit of
Not
XP.
killing.
Killing a demon,
Yeah.
just killing all that stuff wouldn't get you to the next level. Unfortunately, they're not that high XP. All right, so
We get XP by the end
Level
of
4.
demon.
Level 4.
yeah, level 4, you guys still. So
Yep.
right, so you all wake up and head downstairs. Gregory is actually there before all of you. He's just sitting in the same corner. He's just sitting there, basically.
Do you even sleep?
You don't know.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
Oh,
if I
you're
ask
like
him,
Greg. You're like Greg.
so
Oh,
how was
never
your
see.
rest then?
So you asking him if he slept?
Well, I guess I'll ask him how his rest was. More casual.
Could have been better. Could have been worse.
Were you here all night, mate?
Oh, of course not. I retired shortly after you all did.
I didn't hear you come in.
He got his
He
own
got
room.
his
Yeah, it's
own
a
room.
Oh, he did. Yeah, fuck. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I, for a minute, thought he was in with me. And
We'll just say that you did say that in character, but you're too drunk to remember.
Yeah.
Because we did mention him sleeping in your room, then he got drunk.
Then he got a bit worried with you guys talking about tying him up and keeping watch on him, so he went and got his own room.
Forgive Trostnar, he's...
Drunk, I can already tell.
No, one time we
Yes,
found
he's
him in a
like this
stable.
every...
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, one time we found him in a stable.
That does not surprise
One time
me.
we found him in a ditch.
That does not surprise me at all.
Alright. Is everyone here? Just kind of looking around.
Is everyone
Actually, who else is in the tavern with us?
just the innkeeper?
Just the innkeeper.
So Noble's Rest.
Yeah,
is a
my
really
spook.
tiny little town.
Yeah, Noble's Rest is like
imagine
a
it
very small town.
And it
Alright.
also would probably be quieter when an undead invasion just happened ended about a day ago.
Yeah.
We probably are the only people who would be at the tavern.
I think we're the only people still alive. I think.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
There's no one's. Everyone's just basically staying indoors because of the undead presence that's been going on.
Mhm.
Yep.
Well, I hope that like my wings don't knock over anything in here.
You don't know.
You don't know.
Hopefully
Okay.
you don't bitch slap us with your wings.
I know, right? Alright, then I guess I'm gonna do my inspiring speech and my radiant soul at the same time. Since I have to
Okay.
prove to this guy.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I am going to talk about basically
I've got
the
wings,
whole
bitches.
speech is me gloating about how I am in fact a divine being and that I have proved him wrong.
Yeah.
And that's the whole speech. Like, she doesn't talk about the demon. She doesn't talk about any of you. She talks about how amazing she is.
So basically,
Okay.
the only thing she said is like we're gonna win because I have wings, motherfucker.
Yeah, basically.
Amazing.
The only reason you feel inspired is because of, like, the holy aura coming off of her, honestly.
Okay. So, first most, yes, several tables and chairs go flying.
What? Wait, what?
As you kind
The
of
wing,
like,
mate.
because rather than just have your wings just appear, you kind of like have them unfurl slightly. So there's just like.
Does anyone get slapped?
I'm an angel, bitch.
No one does. You just watch as Gregor's face, just like the second they unfurl, just of his face, just like a mixture of horror and shock at essentially these divine wings. And you also hear over to the side the innkeeper go, "What the fuck? All right, so
You probably should have warned him.
you finish your speech, and as you do, I would say, for the sake of it, you just end your the radiant soul, and they basically just glitter away, basically.
How many hit points is it again?
8, I think, isn't it?
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 8.
So you all
8
get 8
points.
hit points.
Nice.
Now we have to pick up the tables and chairs.
Yeah, Gregory is just completely just shocked. Like, he's just staring at you like mouth agape and everything.
I almost expect them to maybe like, almost like start looking like a minor praying movement.
So,
It's like,
what
what
were
is
you
this
saying?
messenger of the gods that has approached me?
And then he
He like after a few seconds like regains his like that could be anything. He just clicks his fingers and you watch as nowhere near as fancy. Clearly it is just a minor illusion spell, but similar wings show on the back. Like, they're not very good as he uses minor illusion.
Can I poke the wings?
Your fingers
I mean-
just go clear through him.
I mean, I think
Yeah,
theoretically,
you can actually touch mine, as you
I
saw by the tables and chairs.
That could have just been thaumaturgy.
Can I just smack this dude on the back of the head, please?
to be honest, I think I
No.
could make wings. It's just that they wouldn't be functional. They would look like wings. They'd feel like wings. I just couldn't fly with them.
Well,
Would they be out of snow?
Yeah, they'd be physical. I could make them look like bird wings or
I
demon.
certainly say that I
It's just the physical change.
proved you wrong, even if you don't want to believe it.
There are many explanations as to what you just did that could be more than just blessed by the divines.
Doesn't believe he's dead, doesn't believe the divines blessed our princess. What next?
Well,
Believe I'm a.
How-
They believe that I'm some sort of prince.
saying that I am blessed by the divines
Very well, let's humor you and say that you are.
as more evidence, though I cannot prove this to you. I've been like this my entire life,
I almost kind of want to start conjuring
and
by like rolling
actually, I have questions for you, since you are a Grand Paladin and I myself don't fully understand my divinity. If
I
I
don't think you
was, what would I be?
Oh, do we? Was it the thing that she doesn't know what race she is?
Do you think she's just blessed human.
Just to humor you, let us say that yes, you were blessed by the divine. There were legends early on during the breaking of alliance of warriors that were picked by the various gods, minor and major gods. These were technically, if you were to look at it black and white, would still be human, but they would not be classified as a pure human, a sort of angelic human hybrid. Essentially, the essence of a god is infused within this person. It's not one that is passed down from generation to generation. It is a case of a god sees a child and blesses them. I cannot pronounce the race's name, but he says the name. Asimar?
I think
Asimir?
The Asimir?
Asimir?
Asimir,
I
I guess.
always said Asimir.
Yeah, just because that first syllable, it's like, wait. That first syllable makes me
Yeah,
do
I
a
thought it
double
was
take.
like Asimar.
Yeah, because like it's that first syllable that makes me do a double take. It's like, wait, no, that sounds like the wrong way to say it.
Asimir. I don't know how you say it.
Alright.
They were called the Asamirs, or as other people call them, the blessed children of the gods.
Well, if you're still humoring me, I suppose that maybe you should show a little more respect to me.
Wow.
I would if they actually existed.
Ah.
I kind of want to roll a deception check to start counteracting, to basically start saying that she's lying.
So you're
I kinda like
essentially... You don't need to. You can just say that stuff in character and I'll be able to do that stuff.
She's a witch.
I think I just let him do this because it's kind of like he's not believing her anyway. It's like why just say it anyway?
Gregory, if she is like a chosen of some god, which god is it? The god of stuck-up bitches?
Maybe it's the god of poofy dresses.
Oh my god.
Since
Maybe
you
it's the god
all
of
wish
blonde.
for this to be humored, it's difficult to say who blessed them. Sometimes the wings are indication, but let's say for the sake of it that you are indeed an Asimir. Those wings would at least indicate that whoever blessed you is one that would be seen as good among mortals. Good or neutral.
You hear that, everyone? I'm good. Despite all of you.
You are not a... You're, you can say you're... It's more of
Say that, I think-
it's more of a alignment thing than a actual person thing, because you are certainly not good in the lying department.
The thing is, I think
ask him to
Asim-
humor us.
Yeah, I think Asimirs can be evil though. It's just
Those are
Yeah,
fallen
those are-
Asamirs.
Yeah, like Satan.
They're
was.
called Scourge, actually.
what?
I think in follows they've put it at but they're classified as fallen Asamirs, similar to an Oathbreaker
Yeah.
paladin.
Oh, I think that
Literally Satan.
that must be something
Yeah,
from
but-
5 because I don't
So
So, I
remember.
mean,
like ACP
I
kind
can.
of lost it.
I can turn into one of those if something happens, but currently, right now,
Yeah,
I
never heard-
am not. I'm a protector, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I
think so,
am.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
and
I'd
essentially-
never heard of that. It must be something from 5e. Sorry, your race never determined your.
Well, ASMRs don't even like they're like a 5e thing. They used to be called like devas. So yeah.
Both of those exist in 5e, 3.5e.
Diva path.
Alright,
Asamirs are basically always human,
Yeah.
but they're still classified as a separate race from
So I
humans.
can't be a dwarf angel boy.
No.
You could probably homebrew,
Yeah.
different
Once
types
again,
of racial assets. Like, here's an elven Asim. You probably could home.
Humoring me, this would show that, the gods don't always explain everything.
Again? This is literally what we tell everyone.
Why do you keep telling this to someone who's a religious order higher than you?
Like we get
That's
we get the question, why do the gods do this? Why do the gods do that? We simply answer that there are some things that the gods do that we cannot explain, that we cannot answer, that they will
And
not
I
answer.
understand that. I've gone through the whole.
Then why are you
bullshit
asking?
church does.
Interactions between Nemesis and
That's
Gregory.
like that's a
are
little,
great. It's just
that's like
Because
some of them are so sweet.
because this is the only evidence that I have to give you, and if you don't believe it, that is your problem. But
Yeah,
I
your
am
opinion.
trying to give you some form of comfort or be nice.
If this is
And
your idea of
to
being nice, then
maybe
you have a
help
lot to
you
go.
with your situation.
Nice situation.
Thank you, someone.
I've
Sorry.
still got this headache, and it is just not helping in any way.
So,
Guys, we should
Wow.
really
You were-
follow the headache.
if I remember right, you were mentioning that it like actually like if he turns to his like right, it'll become like it'll be on the left. As
Yeah,
head,
so
if it was
basically,
in
like,
slot
if,
format.
if you have it, like, if you have, like, it's like, if it was here, it would never move no matter where he moved his head.
Yeah, that's weird. It's weird. Could I try a check to see if that like feels magical in nature?
I would say it'd be more of a nah, because what it is like something that's not talked about a lot, similar to the Asimirs. So I would say
Okay.
probably not.
I had a feeling that you would. It's like if I rolled a nat 20 on whatever.
Yeah,
it's
but
probably
not
still
only
no.
that, but it's not really. It's more of a divine thing anyway. But you guys wouldn't be very well aware of the race to be able to do a roll. After a few minutes, Gregory just speaks up. Right, shall we make haste to the town of Exeter then?
So.
If that is still where you want to go, then yes.
Yes, it is.
I'm just kind of all proud of myself, like standing tall.
Maybe we can go say
Like-
hi to your great grandson,
They're being
Grandson,
castrated.
granddaughter.
granddaughter.
You mean?
Forget who's.
Because it's the matriarch.
Was it a matriarch?
yeah.
Sorry.
Lady.
Great
Selena.
granddaughter then.
Mhm.
Lena.
Hey, you
Yeah.
remember the name. Good job.
I'm bad at remembering.
I
names.
did.
All right. So, what are you guys doing?
I guess we're gonna get our horses and stuff and
Yeah.
go make the travel to Exeter and hopefully not get lost.
Okay.
Do you think a big undead dude would freak out Brutus?
You don't know.
I guess we'll have to see.
So as you
Very
get to
cool.
as you get to the stable, you can see that the stable door where both your horses are like it's currently locked, but there is a stable hand just like moving hay over in for everybody.
Is there enough room for all of us, like on the wagon, or like there's like two in the front and then
Well, I mean,
Yeah, the
the
wagon.
horses aren't hitched up to the wagon right now; they're currently in the stable.
yeah, I was just like thinking about it.
We
Uh,
got a bigger
Wagon.
wagon anyways.
there is enough space. There's roughly about enough space for about maybe at most 9 people.
Okay, yeah, that's plenty. All right, then I guess we're going to take our horses out.
All right, as you do that, the stable hand speaks up. Oi, you gotta pay for the housing for that.
Yes, yes. How much is it?
Mhm.
Well, you've been here for 2 days, so that's a gold piece.
All right, that's perfectly fine. I'll just toss it to him.
Thank you. And he just like takes out a key and
You're
unlocks it.
right.
So you lead Brutus, and I think it was Cream. You called the other one.
Cream, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
We have 2 horses?
You're the one who named Cream.
Well, guys, I got a lot of names that I gotta remember. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you hook them up, and so who is going to be driving the horses? Who's going to be directing, and who's watching out for any beasties?
I'd like to do
Um,
the directing, please.
I'll be on the
Boy, oh
lookout.
boy, I can't wait to ride the horse.
Okay, so
I'll
Nemesis
be
animal.
doing the driving of the horses.
Oh wait, is it Nemesis or Delson that's riding the horses? Directing the horses. Who's got the reins
God.
for the horse?
I mean, I have the reins for Brutus. He has the reins for Cream.
Well,
But,
they share
you
reins
can-
to make
yeah.
sure that they keep going together.
Yeah, you know.
Delson can go ahead and do it this time. I'll watch out, I guess.
Okay, so Delson, animal handling check, Trofnar and Nemesis, perception check, Evelyn, survival check.
Perception check. Do I get any kind of advantage or anything?
No,
Our
just a
average
normal,
is-
just a straight check.
Right, yeah. Dex.
Okay.
Why am I running absolute arse this session?
The dice clearly hate us this session.
At least we aren't in a fight yet.
What's the survival check for again?
Yeah.
Just to see if you get lost or not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay, we were able to, within reason, go the correct directions. We do not notice that we ran right into an army of bandits.
You don't know. Let me just find which dice I gotta roll to see if you get an encounter or not.
Oh boy.
Those are quickly becoming my three most panicked words. Panicked words you don't know. I don't know. What's happening?
What the... We know nothing.
We do know nothing. We're all Socrates
We
here.
have a high level paladin. At least I hope the Grand Paladin's higher level than us. With us.
All right.
Oh
We
yeah,
don't know.
true.
It would kind of suck if we have a Grand
Other
Paladin.
than the
but
Grand Paladin, you should be a
five or
bee.
something. Like,
Okay. So, it takes a little bit to get the horses going, but eventually you head out on a rather normal pace. You do get lost a little bit, but eventually you find a sort of worn path and start to follow it. Nemesis, you noticed a little bit in front of the trail that you've been traveling for about 2 or 3 hours at this point. You see a few sort of bird-like creatures kind of just idling about in the middle of the road. There's about 6 of them in total. Don't seem to be showing any signs of aggression. They just kind of essentially walking about and grazing.
Okay.
bird-like, you said?
Yeah, they're kind of like, they look a bit like dodos essentially. But the thing that you notice as you get closer is that their beaks kind of are quite elongated and thin out to a rather thin. Essentially, their beaks look similar to like the end of an axe.
Do we know what these birds are?
They're a very common bird in Tales series.
You would know what they are. These are called axe beaks. They are rather passive, flightless birds. They tend to only really become aggressive if, like, you get close to them. They're quite
The guy
territorial.
who named them have literally no imagination.
Blade Wizard of the Coast, man.
Yeah,
Do we
this
have
is
to,
a...
like, cross past these guys?
You can
Are they, like,
move. You
blocking
can
the
move
way?
the horses. They're just kind of like idling about, but you can like
Yeah.
give them a wide berth and move along.
I could
Okay.
throw a spear at them and see if that scatters them.
I mean, you
No,
can do that
let's
too if
not
you want.
scare the
You
birds.
just said they become aggressive when you like get near them. I'm pretty sure that includes,
Blasting stuff at them.
attacking. Or yeah.
I would say at this point,
Yeah, let's just-
I would say you stop at about 100 feet from them. You can see a couple of them just like eyeing you, but they're not like doing anything big at the moment.
They're
No.
like
Make an
like
illusion,
geese,
giant
but
dragon.
with axes.
Yeah.
Do
So
an
they
illusion.
notice. So
Yeah.
they've
Let's
clearly
leave the birds alone.
yeah, they've noticed you, but they're just cautiously looking at you, waiting to see what your next move is.
Quick, make a giant dragon to scare them away.
All right.
Yeah, probably. That
Let's
would
go ahead and try and swerve past them, I guess.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fairly easy. You just give it a wide berth. It does slow you a little bit because you do notice that sometimes they just like a couple of times. I choked on my own spit slightly there. Sorry. Sorry. But as you do, you kind of like veer a bit more, and they just calm down, and eventually you skirt over with nothing. They don't appear to chase you or anything. All right. If that's the case, whoever's guiding and such, make another survival check, and whoever's keeping watch, make another perception check.
There you are.
All right.
Just say, because obviously, like, these guys got your attention.
Oh. I'm distracted by the bird.
Oh, how'd you both
We're all
roll
distracted by the
four?
bird.
So we are equally terrible. This is kind of sweet.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So you travel for about another 3 hours. At this point, you can see the city of Exeter. At this point, Gregory kind of speaks up and says, I don't remember it being that big.
But we are.
Yeah, it's grown.
But we are in the like area where you remember it is, right?
Yes, but I... Alright.
No, you did say. Well, you did say if it had been like a really long time, you did expect it to be pretty big.
But for how long I'm thinking, that's literally impossible.
How long you're
you
thinking is
get
not
it?
actual, sir.
Yeah. How you never actually mentioned how long did you think you've been asleep actually?
A week, maybe? At the most? A few days at the least?
Oh, I see. Because I will admit, we never did ask how long he thought he was asleep. Oh, that you sleep for over like 700.
Okay.
Ask him.
Alright, so with that...
Ambushed by an army of dragons.
No, you're not. You do hear...
Rocks fall.
No, you do hear, like some flapping of wings, and because MC and Traffinar didn't see it, the horses are startled suddenly by just a large bird just swooping downwards. It kind of like flies over the field before flying up again, and a few seconds later, you see another one kind of like fly down, grab something in its beak, and fly up. Delson, make a perception check.
Oh no.
Just Delson.
Just Delson, because he's the one at the very front.
That's worrying.
I can't imagine you rolling lower than a 4. Hey, nice 20.
22, technically.
Why
Yeah.
is it 22?
Because he's got a feat which gives him +2 to all his checks.
Really?
What feat's that?
What?
Jesus.
What, that jacket trades thing?
It's a bard feat, yeah.
Anything you can
Yeah.
do, bards can do better.
So you do notice that,
That's awesome.
so the thing that's in it, that's the wrong music now, it's the peaceful music, not the tavern music. I forgot that I've got multiple music tracks in here. Crap, there we go, cut that out. So the one thing you know is that the creature that, the bird creature that had picked up the animal, it's one that you actually know because of your time with alchemical formulas. This is known as a cockatrice.
I've heard it.
Oh.
What that is.
It is. You don't know much about it except that it likes to turn people into stone, and that's how it hunts. And as you look, you can see that the cockatrice has in its mouth what looks to be a stone sculpture of a field mouse, and you just watch it eats it up. And as you just look,
Like, how
you can
big is this thing?
it is. I actually forgot how big a cockatrice is.
You said a field mouse. It's like I was imagining something at least like wolfish size, or at least I thought it picked up something big as a wolf. Actually,
It's not that big, for one. It's small. It's a small creature, so...
I just imagine a lot bigger when you first met it. Okay.
Yeah, no. It's cockatrices are small creatures.
Okay.
So, so as you watch they go up, you see them kind of circling you slowly.
Can I shoot at them?
Oh god.
Is that a
Go
good
ahead.
idea?
Go ahead and make an attack roll.
How many are there actually?
There are 2 of them.
Can I throw my spear at the one he's not shooting at?
Sure, make an attack roll.
Yay.
Then we
Fun
go with the
fact.
backside.
Oh, God,
When I
would
was
that be one-handed or
younger, I
two-handed?
used to think that cockatrices were real. Because I mixed
Seriously?
them up with cockatiels.
That is
I'm just gonna go
adorable.
with the fact that I don't know they're there, so I'm like,
Both of them
Damn
hit.
cocks!
Both hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
wait, really?
They got low AC.
Ow. Jeez.
The wild bird creatures are not exactly going to be full of armor.
I know, but that usually means they're dex. I was
Damn cocks!
expecting 13, 14.
Okay. So with that, Evelyn, you throw your spear up, and it kind of like digs into the cockatrice's wings. It kind of like flaps itself back upwards. The spear kind of goes flying a bit further and falls back down about 100 or so feet away, because they're about 40 feet in the air. So you had to like throw it really hard. Delson, you hit it directly in the chest, and it kind of like there's an explosion of feathers, but it keeps flying as they both dive down towards everybody. So I'm just going to move us over to the battle map where you can roll for initiative. Where's the start thing? There we go.
What in the world did you guys do out there?
So
Because I'm assuming the only thing I heard was a giant explosion of eldritch energy.
yeah, like you saw Evelyn like throw something, and you heard a crackle of arcane energy before you hear like some.
Didn't hear any.
So
You didn't hear like chicken sounds.
Nope. Okay, so let me just move you guys here and here. And my dogs are barking because they will bark at anything and everything.
Well, maybe it's the wild dogs.
This fight is not looking to be a good one with these dice rolls.
No, or ever like we like as a party have been really, really low.
Yeah, it's not been
Yeah.
your day.
We've got a couple high points, but
Like a few like.
Shouldn't
20
Evie and Nemesis spots be switched if those two are being lookouts?
Well, I would imagine that. I gotta change this stuff.
Hey, nice in that 20.
Hey.
That's like a really unhelpful nat 20 though.
I know, because I mean you're still going after Nelson.
Yep.
where's Gregory?
I'm getting him now. I'll just use, because you guys have already said you know what he is, I'm gonna just use a Revenant token.
I thought you'd use some like generic, black-haired male.
What the hell?
He
My
gets a
dog's
stick
barking at?
figure.
But does he fight bears? That's the real question.
Alright, I'll just place him here because I can't have the tokens overlap. So
Dude, he's not Daniel Bryan, okay?
the cockatrice is easy enough to find them.
Yeah.
So there's one
I
coming
mean-
at you from when it actually pulls up the token.
I
There's
will
one-
admit, unless you told us that he was a Revenant, I don't think I'd recognize that token just by its look.
Yeah.
It looks like a black-haired, pale-skinned person with a noose around his neck. That's probably
Well, the
generic.
noose is just part of the token. Can't do
Yeah,
anything
it's like-
about that one.
So it's like, even if you use that token, I'm pretty sure we would have to go look it up and see what it is.
Right.
Okay.
Look at all these chickens.
I realized I clicked that too early. There we go. Now I'm added.
And I'll just roll for these two. And then I'll
Well, they basically are chickens.
then roll.
I thought cockatrices
Good,
were half
have
chicken,
nothing.
half pig.
They're like weird little chicken dragons.
Yep.
Or
Okay,
recognize
I
the
think
name,
in the
but I
real
can't-
world they were these mythical half pig, half chicken hybrids that they would serve at banquets of fancy kings and people, and they would literally just cut half a pig and half a chicken in half and sew them together.
Do you think that Nemesis and Gregory have eaten one then?
Oh, 100%.
Okay,
I think Nemesis, for your 18th birthday, that's what you had to have a cake.
Okay. I'll just change the name of that. No, I can't change the name of that. Okay. So, Delson, you're up.
I'm going to shoot at the same chicken.
So that would have been this one.
Yep.
So
Chicken.
So keep in mind, with their initial dive, they're about 30 feet above you, plus whatever distance you are there. I know it can reach, but that's 50 feet basically.
Yeah, got
So
it.
go ahead and roll an attack.
Yeah, when you add enemies in the air, bring a little weird.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. One.
Hey, cool. And that's
What's
uh,
this?
Alright. You kind of fire the arcane energy, it sees it a little too late and dives out the way, and you watch as it grazes across it. Alright. Trafnar, you're up.
Yay. Are they near the
Damn
ground?
chickens.
No, they are 30
they
feet.
within-
They're 30 feet.
Yeah, melee characters, they just need a ranged weapon.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think you have one, do you? I think you're the
One.
only character
No.
with no ranged capabilities, actually.
I
You
don't
could throw a
have it
hand
either.
axe.
I could throw a hand axe.
Yeah, you could throw
But-
it or like hold your action.
I would like to keep my hand axes. I don't want to lose them.
Yeah, I guess
Actually, you know what, sod it. I'm going to throw a hand axe at someone.
Okay. What's the throwing range for a hand axe?
most
I
likely
don't
would
know.
be with this. I can't imagine it being with. Probably would be with this. Hit it.
Dude, stop trying. Dude, you're not helping me.
Sorry, it's just
I think it would be with disadvantage, actually. Let's just see.
Just see what you did. Okay,
telling him
so
stuff
what's-
that he's looking up. It's not like
What-
Oh,
what-
range is
what's the
60
range?
feet when thrown.
Oh, perfect.
So that's...
Oh,
so
you
which
can
one
I
do you
will
want?
throw an axe at this fellow.
Which
Him.
fellow?
Why aren't you doing the little doody doody doo thing?
Pointer,
telling
you
you.
hold down.
There
There
we
we go. Okay, that one. So
Him.
15 plus the 30. Yeah, so that's within range. So go ahead and roll the attack.
Disadvantage?
I would say yeah, because beyond 30 feet, with a weapon that's not really designed to be thrown. Still hits.
Hey,
Go
nice
ahead and roll
double
damage.
roll of 20s.
Okay, roll damage, right? What
Yep.
is it? Hand axe. 1d6 plus 4, okay. 1d6 plus...
Drofnar got some nice
Dang.
rolls.
8 points. Ouch. Okay. So as you throw the axe, you watch as it actually embeds itself into the cockatrice's back. It's hurting, but it's still coming towards you. Alright, Floriana, you're up.
I was thinking, I guess I was thinking Ray of Frost then. Yeah. Do. I think I'll target that one.
We're
with Ray of
basically
Frost.
fighting giant chickens.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack. Misses.
Jeez.
Like, you fire the Ray of Frost, but it sees it this time and rolls out the way.
Yeah, we're fighting giant chicken medusas.
Okay,
Yeah,
so,
do it.
Chicken
this
Medusa.
cockatrice is
Yeah,
going
chicken
to
medusa, yeah.
swoop in to here, so it gets within melee range, and it's going to make an attack against... That was the one. Yeah, that was the one that got a spear thrown at it. So it's going to attack Evelyn.
Can I use my protection? Yeah, I can.
Okay. I don't need to roll again because that was a 4, so that's going to miss regardless. Like, Evelyn, you watch as the talons of this cockatrice kind of like come towards you. As there's another explosion as feathers, as you hear a loud clang as Nemesis' shield just smashes into it. Right, so they would have gone 30, then it took 5.
How do they turn things into stone? Is it like Medusa when they like look at you?
No, it's based on if it hits with its attacks.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So, don't let it hit you.
Yeah, and it's going to swoop away 5 feet. So Evelyn and Delsin, you can get an attack of opportunity.
I mean,
Yes.
if they do hit me, you
Education
guys do
is
get a free
not
garden then.
Something you want.
Can't you roll a
Definitely
check and
not.
become...
If you're attacking with your crossbow, Evelyn, that's disadvantage.
Yep, I'm stabbing at him.
Okay, Delsin will hit. It doesn't matter.
I mean-
Evelyn, that'll hit.
Damn, folks.
Wait, I forgot you had a cross. Jesus, you're there. Yeah, whatever.
Why are we suddenly good?
I don't know. 7 points of damage
Those are fighting.
and 6 points of damage. So that's... So, Delsin, you stab into the cockatrice as it runs away, and as it's like turning around to adjust itself, you hear the thud as the lever of the crossbow goes down as the bolt flies into its chest and it just falls backward. It just basically gets blasted backwards and falls onto the ground, not moving. All right,
And
Evelyn,
now
you're
we're
up.
ready to twist to the other side of the cart.
Do the thing.
I
Looks
guess
like we're eating wall tonight.
I'll take my action to reload the crossbow thing and and attack at the other one.
You mean bonus action to reload, action
Yes.
to fire. Yep, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage. 8 points. Okay. All right. Give me a second.
So, just for the record with you guys, we are taking out the corpses, right?
Yeah, I'm going to check try to take his eye. I want those eyes.
Yeah, I need to get my axe back.
I will admit, Cockatrice's corpses might actually be useful and interesting. Unlike how the other things are just kind of, why the hell are you taking this thing?
Okay.
Also, I want to skin it so
Uh,
we can have food.
Gration is going to just make an attack with
Actually, I
his
guess I could.
bow.
Actually, I guess I could ask after we killed him if I could maybe use an herbalism, like maybe extract something from it.
We'll give you the
Purposes.
claws.
10, that misses. So he watches an arrow goes flying outwards towards this cockatrice, which is still barreling down on you all, and it misses. Alright, Gregory. He's just going to hold his action.
Gregory.
I mean,
Wait,
the closest one is
Evie on there
dead.
again?
I don't think he can hit the sword.
Good try.
Yeah, so,
You
okay.
could
You
throw
can always
something.
throw a sword.
Okay, it's now time
want
for
to
this
throw his
cockatrice's
greatsword.
turn. He's going to change his path slightly. So he dives down the rest of the 30 feet, then it's 5. He's going to swoop that way, and he's going to make an attack onto Gration.
No, not
Oh my god. He's moving in serpentine patterns.
That is there's a 20 to hit, so that's going to hit.
We're gonna have a really stinky statue.
So that means he takes the first point back to full health. And Constitution saving throw for him while I roll this. So he takes 4 points of piercing damage as he tries to move, and he's getting sluggish. You can see like his complexion is getting a bit grayish.
How dare you hurt the child?
Okay.
If
Hey,
he turns to stone, we
Nate,
could
sorry
clean
to
him
tell
easier.
you, but your character turned to stone.
Nemesis, you're up.
Don't worry.
I'd like to hope that Greg.
He'll probably be fine. It just means he has nerves of steel now, right?
I think it's nerves of stone.
Hey, at least we have a battering ram now.
Would I be able to move like across the wagon back here?
No.
I mean,
No.
if he does
You'd have to
at least
leap off the
what-
wagon and run towards him.
I mean,
Like, if he does
Alright.
die,
you could just like
we'll-
leap. Do this.
Then I will, seeing as he's turning to stone, I will actually get out my Morning Star because I care about it less,
Mm-hmm.
and throw it at the cockatrice.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. 8 points. Jeez, lots of 8s. Okay. So you just hear a crunch as you hit the cockatrice with the Morning Star from the distance you're at. It's looking pretty hurt at this point. Alright. Delson, you're up.
Des, use the dagger of destiny.
Do the thing.
I'm going to just shoot at its head.
Okay.
Aw.
Roll an attack. Misses. As it's recoiling
nine.
from the Morning Star hit, you fire the Eldritch Blast, and it goes wide. As it just, like, flaps its wings to get itself a bit more height.
Fucking chickens.
Alright, Drofnar, you're up. Be advised, it
Do the
is
thing.
currently ground level at this point, basically.
Alright, so will I have time to like run out,
Yeah.
jump off the cart, and then twat him in the face
Yep.
with my axe?
Yeah, it's not that far away.
Yeah.
So I want to move like here,
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack.
and then I will attempt
its
to
head off.
kill him.
Leave its head off.
Well, that's not...
Oh, 19's first roll.
Yeah, 19, so yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, amazing. Okay,
All
so
these chickens.
12 plus 4.
Hmm?
Boom.
10 points, okay.
I'm pretty sure that's a dead chicken.
It is. As you kind of leap up and slash down at it, you sever off its wing and part of its side as it just kind of like spins before falling onto the ground.
Victory.
Okay, so mark that as dead, and Gratian has to make another Constitution saving throw.
Sure, is that one my
13.
stylus?
All right,
Yeah,
you watch as he just like
Journey, that's one of mine for my.
you actually just like tenses up a bit, and the grey complexion kind of vanishes as he's able to shake off the petrification.
So he's perfectly fine. Don't
Yeah.
need any medicine.
Yeah,
Okay, I was
So-
actually a little concerned. Maybe I'd have to make the medicine for him. Okay, it'd be linked until he took the antidote.
So the cure to being
That's
turned to
good.
stone is to walk it off.
I actually want to examine it and see if I could use it for any make medicine.
make a medicine check.
Yeah. Yeah, can I
Let
scavenge
me-
off the body of the other one? If not, try to make it or skin it so that we can eat it later.
Since I'm trying to use it in
You
the
want it
context
with
of
Make
like
a survival
herbal,
check for skinning it.
can I do it with the like herbalism proficiency, or does that be a straight one?
It's not a herb, so
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
I'm just gonna retrieve my Morning Star.
all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my axe back.
7.
I guess I can't.
Yeah, you're not too sure. You're not too sure how it actually works with like turning things to stone and not.
It'd been cool if I got the supplies to maybe my own.
So what can I scavenge off this cockatrice's body?
Well, there's nothing really big that it's got. You can obviously take its corpse and use its meat. You're not too sure how eating it will go, but
He'll probably be
Yeah,
fine.
if you want to turn to stone, that's your thing.
Because they're like,
Hey, Gratian,
Like,
want to
well,
eat this?
I'll pass, thanks.
hey, that's all yours, mate.
Wait, can I cut it? Can I take its head off?
Sure.
Can I look around to see if there, by
Yeah.
happen chance, be any herbs that counteract petrification? Just because we ran into enemies with petrification around here.
Make an intelligence check first, most, to see if you might know. I'll let you do it with
Okay, like-
advantage.
Chocolates.
And okay, I'm just curious. Like,
Can I
you know,
see
like,
if-
while we're killing time around here, everyone's stuff back.
Yeah,
together.
can I see if there's anything on these I can actually use for my alchemy?
Medicine check.
Wow, I'm rolling. Okay.
You're not too sure? Because herbs usually have to be ingested, and you're not quite sure how that would be the case with, with someone turned to stone. Delson, you've heard of cockatrices, but you've never actually handled, like, one that has turned things to stone, or how the process is, so you take a few bits here, thinking that maybe they'll work, but you're not sure.
Oh boy.
Pluck its eyes out.
And all of a sudden, we have a Delson statue.
No, that would have been if that was a natural one.
Yup.
I'd like to hope that the paladin could at least maybe tomorrow, cure the petrification. If he had,
I
like,
can't. I'm not.
No.
I'm a paladin. I'm not magic.
well, I meant the other paladin. He might know something.
Yeah, the Grand Master.
Yeah, he might have a level 5 spell for curing petrification.
He must have some magic up his sleeves, yeah.
Again, he's a paladin, not magic. I don't know what level he is, so.
I wish to take the cockatrice's gallbladder.
Okay.
Do you know what it
Obviously.
is?
Of all things, you want
Is
the
that-
file.
It's a gallbladder.
You sure that's not a metagaming thing?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if the cockatrice has magical gallbladders. They might.
Okay, you take the gallbladder.
Interesting.
While I take a trek through the forest to go retrieve my spear, what check would I do to just see if there was anything interesting in the area?
Perception.
Perception?
Thank you. Hey.
I've rolled crappy rolls,
Also,
so
can I also take their heads with me, just to have them?
Why don't you just take the entire body at this point?
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
small
You know what,
creature.
yeah.
It's like a you're trying to take the gallbladder of like a 20-foot freaking taking like a 2-foot 2 or 3 creature.
Yeah, you're trying to take some.
I'm basically taking a chicken.
They're like, yeah, they're basically the size of a chicken or a small house cat at the most.
Are
Oh,
they?
that small? I thought they were more like maybe like a
They're,
turkey
they're
size.
classified as small creatures.
I thought they were gigantic. Okay.
No, they're like
These particular ones, that
I
you
Nope,
thought,
it's a
they're small.
chicken.
yeah. I thought they were a little bigger when you first mentioned. It. I was like, oh, they're about small. I thought they were more like the size of a turkey, a big chicken. Eh.
I'll take the body of these chickens.
Okay.
Did
Evelyn,
Evelyn find
you
anything?
don't see anything in particular of note. Except, let's see what else. Now, so the only thing that you see that seems a bit weird is just a hollowed out tree in the distance.
I want to go explore it.
Okay. So, as you approach the hollowed out tree, the one thing that you notice with the tree is that the area around it is like stripped clean. Like the trees that are around it have had all the bark removed. Because you rolled that high on the perception check, you do see corpses around the tree, completely devoid of any, basically of any flesh.
So spooky, scary skeletons.
Yeah, and it's
Spell.
various wildlife. You do see the body of a horse and a human, or the skeleton remains of it, but for the most part it appears to be wildlife.
Anyways,
Oh, hey,
celebration.
look.
You almost got turned to
Your
stone.
child's here.
Yeah, you almost got turned to stone.
Welcome back.
Sorry
Hey,
about
Brent.
that. We decided to get into a fight with magic chickens.
Pretty much, yeah.
We almost had a very smelly garden ornament.
Hey, he's less smelly now. Remember, we had him take a bath.
Sure, you just cleaned. Sure, you just rolled around some more dirt again.
So since most things around that area are just bones, can I just go collect a couple of bones?
Okay. So,
Human
Wait,
bones?
is it just bones? Because you said the flesh is off, but is it like muscle too?
muscle 2, it's just pure bone, just picked clean.
Okay.
Okay.
Evie just comes
I
back
know
carrying
I'm
as
not
many
there, but
bones as
I
she
was
can actually
curious.
carry.
As you step into the circle, you see some movement.
Wait, there's a circle. Oh my god.
It's like a circle. It's like a circular area where it's like the
Yeah, it was like a
the area
like a-
around the tree in a circular area has got like the bark picked clean of the trees that are within this like circle.
Oh no.
They're probably
Evelyn,
all
you
around.
just stand in
I'm really
circles.
scared.
And
It's probably just
it's not like a visible circle, but like where everything seems to be like stripped away and picked clean is in a circle around this hollow tree.
yeah.
Circles
So
are
What
always
about
bad.
like grass? Wouldn't there also wouldn't there be like all dirt and stuff, no grass?
There is grass, but
Ah.
you can see there's like divots and such. Like there's patches where
Oh.
it has been stripped down a bit.
Oh, I thought it was like a complete.
So, Evelyn, as you step forward, you see movement coming from the hollow tree, and coming from it, you start to see movement of very, very tiny creatures.
Oh
As-
boy.
Oh boy.
These small creatures are distinctly look like butterflies.
Oh my god.
You
Oh,
see
boy.
More of them
Oh god, it's demons.
into a
the
large
fairy friends.
mass.
Oh
And they kind of
boy. It's the
and
thing we had to fight.
and as you are you still moving forward when you see this, or
Oh yes.
okay?
Do you note that none of us know you went over there? Like,
Oh
we're all doing
god.
I know.
things.
I know.
Yeah.
So as you step forward, the swarm of butterflies bolt towards you. So let me just
Evie,
I hope you don't die from this. It's like
what the
suddenly
heck have you done,
you
lady?
become it's like a cleric corpse skeleton.
so
Can I sacred flame the butterflies?
you would if you had time.
Oh god.
There's a 21 to hit.
fuck.
All right. What's the damage?
Is
Okay.
everyone just kind of like, where did Evelyn go?
I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Forgot it all to rid of. I think it reflex.
Okay.
Reflex fortitude.
So you take, just from the piercing damage, you take 12
Only
points of
little.
piercing damage.
Wow.
Oof.
I thought
Butterflies. They are
And
actually evil.
You take as well.
I didn't think it would do piercing. So like maybe like 5 or 6. It took like 20. It's like if you did make the save, like 20, 15 some acid damage.
And 11 points of poison damage.
Oh man.
And is that because she succeeded on the save?
Yes.
Fucking Christ.
Ow.
And
How
you
we
are... let's see, and you are poisoned as well. Oh wait, no, you're not. You made the save, actually. Forget that. I misread that part.
Oh, dear. Oh,
Okay.
dearie, dearie, dearie.
So, what are you doing?
Uh,
And what's everyone else doing?
take
We
your
don't
flame
know.
butterflies?
I'm going to go look
can I
for
go
where
look for
Evelyn
her?
went.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Check.
start.
Yeah.
Think-
Perception check.
Yeah, I need to. Yeah, perception check.
I would like to hope she would scream for us.
Woo!
No, it takes the full damage on that. Okay, so let me just pull that.
I found more chickens.
Alright. And I'll also roll for Gregory.
I guess I will make a roll. See if I notice.
Okay. So, Gregory, Nemesis, and Floriana, the three of you watch as you see this large, like, cloud of moving things in front of Evelyn. She is basically about 100 or so, about 120 feet away from you. And you just watch as this swarm just completely envelops her.
Great. Okay, can I guess, dash to her?
Okay, so that
That's not
will
mine.
be... That's...
Yeah.
Movement speed's 30, so... Yeah, so you make it 60 feet, and that's your turn. What's everyone else doing?
What?
Can I see if I can see where Nemesis went off to?
Yeah, same.
Just have to check for the two of you.
Yeah.
I would like to at least mention. It looks like something's happening to Evelyn actually over there. I'd like to at least mention that.
Yep. Okay, and Gregory
I
also
did see that.
dashes towards Evelyn as well.
Can I, after seeing that, can I follow them with the rest of my movement?
That would be your next turn.
I guess because of the range.
Okay.
We're basically going to town, so I hope to rest soon.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
just for the sake of it, I'm going to move it over to the map, and I'll put your characters on there, but keep in mind that you guys will be 120 feet away.
Yep.
So that way we can roll initiative, because you guys are now we'll classify this as you guys now in combat.
Ah, right.
Now we're fighting the butterflies. Huzzah.
oh, hey, look. Did you just make this right now, or is this something you had remade?
I had made this quite a bit ago when I had originally made the
Sure.
the thing.
That is a big lizard.
Oh wow, everything is dead.
Yeah,
Yes,
everything
everything
around
is
there
dead.
is completely dead.
Is that
and it
how
is
big
here-
this entire swarm of sort of
Yes, that is
are?
its actual size. And Evelyn
Neat.
is in the middle of that. So,
Oh,
want
in the
everyone's-
middle of it?
yeah, I want everyone to roll initiative.
Can you roll initiative for me since I can't click my thing?
I need to
I
throw
know.
your tokens in here first, actually.
Yeah,
so
the
just-
tokens aren't on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, those butterflies are badasses.
I can do this. Just how?
There we go.
Here we go.
So everyone go ahead and roll
Right.
initiative. So I'm also going to move all your tokens down here. So, for the record...
Can I be closer?
No, because you're still... Oh, wait, 1 sec. 60 feet. So, for the record, Evelyn is in the middle of that, so...
So she's actually in it?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's being enveloped by the form.
It's just obviously I can't click on the 2 tokens when they're there.
Yeah.
So you guys are there. The rest of you, I'll put you over here because you're 120 feet off.
She is so dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Well,
guys have
we
to
lost
get
her.
over to me first, and then.
Yep, we're losing our healer, it seems.
I wasn't expecting you to do
Stepped
this.
in a freaking circle.
I thought you were expecting the
These
unexpected
are
with
what
us
I
by
think
now.
they are. Like, you are extremely dumb.
She is.
Thank you.
I made it very clear what was going to happen.
That at least something was going to happen at the very least.
Yes.
That he said circle. I was like, shit.
Yeah, within the circle of destruction. Okay.
Death butterfly.
My mind wasn't even
That's quite a
thinking
name.
circle. I was just like, ooh, I could take those things.
Have you never
All
read,
right.
like, never mind.
Why are circles
Never
always
mind.
evil?
Alright. Gregory is
I'm trying to think of a meme based on circles, but I can't remember what the hell it was.
Okay. I don't have Gregory's spell list made yet, so... I need to quickly open up the spells by level. And
Am I
go
thinking
by-
about old 3.5 stuff, but like clerics and paladins able to like cast anything from their list? They just have to prepare it first. You don't have to learn spells, I think.
I mean, just think of it this way, guys. We had to take on the butterfly swarm anyways.
So
And we got rid of the flying creatures. I mean,
well, that
Okay.
wasn't bad.
So,
Would they have attacked? I'm actually curious. Would they have attacked us if we just ignored them? Would they actually
they
have ignored us
flying
if we just didn't
creatures?
attack them? Actually,
it seems more like they were territorial.
so they might have attacked us.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, it's
Okay, so Gregory is going to use his action to dash up to here, and he's going to use his bonus action to do Compel Duel onto the butterfly swarm. That is a natural 1 on the butterfly swarm. Okay. So, that is going to be his turn. Nemesis, you're up.
Sorry, I'm eating a pretzel.
I'm eating chips.
Alright.
Chips, so.
It looks like
Oh, you're gonna
Late.
I'm gonna dash up to Evie. So that'll be my action.
Okay.
And then, Sorry, I gotta check this real quick.
Oh my god, these guys fucking suck.
Yeah, I can't do it right now. That costs an action. Alright, that'll end my turn.
Okay. Floriana, you're 120 feet away. What are you doing?
well, I can move 30. So
30 normally, yeah.
yeah, and I guess you can tell me if I can actually place it down, but I was gonna use kind of like Snowball Swarm. Place it, trying to avoid hitting allies with it. It's so big.
5-foot radius spear. Yeah.
I can avoid targeting them in it at all.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, okay. Then that's what I'm gonna try and cast. I'll move 30 feet and then cast that, so I can get
Okay,
closer.
so
But I do
dex
have,
save on the butterfly swarm.
have a
That is a 15, so I think it makes it.
let me go check. I thought.
15, it's a 16 total.
Mine's 14. Save 14. I always feel like it should be higher, but I remember it's a little lower.
Oh well.
Lower than it probably should be.
So it's half
3d6,
damage.
and yeah, so 3d6 then.
So that's 6 points of damage to it.
Thought. Yeah. Anyways, I did say Blaze was in the tier. Your character's in here, so you can just start doing the action yourself.
Yeah, I mean, have I done... Oh, I didn't roll for Gracian's turn. Oops. I think because
I
he's
already-
here.
Yeah, I just came in. I rolled for initiative.
Did he? You're right.
Oh yeah, he rolled a nat 20. Okay, yeah, then it can be your turn next then.
Wait, you still gotta usually click on. We're gonna get the habit of clicking on the token first.
Yeah.
Well,
Auto
he's
click.
playing by phone, right?
Yeah, you can't click on a token on
It's
mobile.
fine, I've put you in there, so we'll just say for the sake of it, it's your turn now.
Okay, thank you. I wanna move in closer and then shoot it.
Okay, so you can move 30 feet,
30.
that would still leave you 90 feet away.
He has a longbow, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so you move 30
So-
feet and you fire.
yes.
Go ahead, roll an attack.
Alright.
This lost one was really a lot more than I thought it would be. Shot.
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Nice.
Ten points. Okay.
Sorry for just showing up a little randomly.
So you guys watch as the arrow goes flying over everyone. It goes into the swarm, and you see several butterflies kind of fall out the other side dead, and several impaled in the arrow as it basically falls and hits the ground. Okay. So that's your turn. Evelyn, you're up.
Alright. I'll just check something really quick. So I'd like to use my bonus action healing word for myself.
Okay.
And then I guess I'll hit it with my mace because it is right there.
Okay. With disadvantage because you're poisoned. At least I think.
Oh, that's.
I thought he wasn't poisoned.
I thought I wasn't
Oh, wait,
poisoned.
wait, one sec. Wait, yeah.
I took poison damage, but I was not poisoned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
confused me there.
She made the save.
D&D makes no sense sometimes.
Hits. I think it has to be not that hard to hit a giant swarm of enemies.
Yeah, but they're very tiny butterflies, and
Yeah.
there's many.
Yep, so let me just check and make sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh, wait. Oh, there's one thing that I forgot on there. I need to make a dex save just quickly.
Deck save.
Yeah. What's the DC for a butterfly swarm?
I think he's making a deck save. Or
Uh,
I gotta open.
No. I'm just checking here.
Yeah, no, I'm getting. I think he's making a dex
16,
save.
that's a fail. 14 even, that's a fail. 16's the DC. So you roll with disadvantage either way because you're blinded.
Alright.
Oh, blinded because she's not
Oh.
a giant.
Misses. Yeah, because she's just got.
Guys, the
massive
butterfly stole my glasses.
Alright,
Wait,
so
at this
you
point.
flail about, but it doesn't look like you're making any impact. Delson, you're
Okay.
up.
I'm going to move 30 feet forward,
Alright.
and
It
then
was-
I'm going to do something that's no one's going to be surprised by.
Oh.
I'm going to shoot a laser at it.
Challenge it to a dance-off.
Okay, go ahead and roll the attack then. Natural 20, roll
Well
damage.
done.
Oh wow.
Fucking hell.
It's 12 points of damage in total. Alright. It's now
Okay,
the
I should-
butterfly swarm's turn.
Well, wait, I need to move myself 30 feet.
Well, you're still off screen. It's like this point here is the 60 point part basically. So you're still 30 feet away from that point, so that's why I've moved you over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So the swarm kind of like veers back a bit before it charges forward a bit more, enveloping. So Evelyn's still enveloped, enveloping Nemesis. So I need you to make a dex save,
Okay.
and Gregory, who needs to make a dex save.
Ernie, can I see that? I think she stole one of my freaking styluses.
Who?
My niece.
That's a fail, and plus that's a fail on Greg as well.
Gurney,
So,
let me see it closer, okay?
so while you're enveloped, you have
Gurney, let me.
disadvantage
Gurney, bring it over here.
on you're blinded and you move at half speed. So, it's now going to make bite attacks on all three of you, but because of compelled duel, it's a disadvantage for you for Nemesis and Evelyn.
Oh, how lovely.
That is lovely because that first hit was a 19 initially, but with disadvantage, that brings it down to a 13.
Oh, superb.
So that is a 13 onto Nemesis.
Definitely does not hit.
Okay. That is a natural 2, so that is an 8 total onto Evelyn.
Yeah, mine's 14.
Yeah, that's two twos in a row, so yeah, so that's a miss. Unfortunately,
have that.
Greg doesn't have that advantage, 16, but if I remember correctly, because he's wearing plate armor and a shield,
Should have like
yeah, that's 18 AC, so you hear the screech of metal as these butterflies try and bite into Greg's armor, but it seems to be holding. Okay, top of the round
pretty
again.
good.
Gratian, you're up.
We have a pretty good average AC because surprisingly, I actually have a lot more conic based sorcerer actually. I think our lowest AC is 14 actually.
Gratian,
Shoot
what
it
are you doing?
again. Shoot it again.
Oh,
Shoot the thing. I have
15? Just hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Hell yeah.
do I actually have the lowest AC at 15 or no else actually have
Ooh.
I think I'm on.
you should have like
I'm on 16.
the front
I
line
think
should
Oh,
be
wait,
like
one second. I just
I'm only
realized
the same
something. I just fucking realized something.
it really depends on our equipment.
yeah.
Yeah.
I just realized I didn't
Frontliners.
do Truffnar's turn because he's not on there. So we'll say for the sake of it that Truffnar will get 2 turns to this next one because I accidentally skipped one because he didn't click his token.
He was holding his action.
Yeah, so you could run twice.
We've ended up taking 3 turns together,
Yep.
so he's got 50 movement speed. Okay,
Wait, what's my movement speed?
you've got 25 movement speed, so it would take a bit more to get there.
Why have I
Oh,
had?
that's right.
Why do I have such short, stubby legs?
Because
Sure,
you're
it's
a
You're a
dwarf.
dwarf.
I know.
Yep.
Why can't I be like? I don't
By
know.
I'm being
Something with
small, my legs aren't
I
short
mean,
and stubby.
you guys say this when in the
naturally.
one shot, all but one of you were small.
Mhm.
Yeah, sure.
It's just
Granted,
that I was
I like you could just do what Avita did and climb onto a tall person and never let go.
Truffner's
A
too
dwarf
heavy for
can't.
that though.
I am.
Yeah, true. Dwarves are too like hefty.
The only thing is because I was a rogue, I always had an extra reaction dash. I could make movement.
Yep.
Couldn't that mean that I could make like 90 feet every single turn as long as I was dashing, even though I was like
Going on.
Okay, so
Disco.
Gregory's first attack misses. That's a natural 1 for his second hit. So you can just see,
Damn.
so Nemesis, in this swarm of butterflies, you can just see like flashes of Gregory just like slashing outwards, but they don't appear to be making any impact. Okay, so Drofnar, you get 2 turns because I missed out your first turn accidentally. So what's your
Alright,
first
so
turn?
dash. Try to get there.
Okay, that gets you 70 feet within. And then, so I take it you dash
Yeah.
again for your second turn.
Yes, please.
That puts you 20 feet away. So
Okay.
you would be here, so
you gotta misremembering how dash.
here.
Cool.
Okay, Nemesis, you're up. That's not where you actually are,
alright.
Nelson.
I know.
Can Can I actually see what these things are? Like, are they butterflies?
They appear to be butterflies, yes.
Okay,
Just some kind
that's
of
fun.
very deadly one.
Then
They're demons.
and
Hey.
do.
Hey, I just realized Gregory, because at the end of the turn he's done another dex check. He is no longer blinded.
Good for him.
All right, I will go ahead and cast Searing Smite on my hammer,
Okay.
and then I will try to I guess swing my hammer around and burn them.
Alright.
Gonna set a giant
because you're
swarm on-
blinded.
Someone,
Yep.
you're gonna set up a giant blinding butterflies on fire.
Yep.
I know it's like it sounds bad in practice, but I don't think it'll actually do anything. Crap.
9 misses.
Woohoo. Yeah. Good job, Nemesis.
Alright. Floriano, you're up. Oh, make a dex save, Nemesis.
Yep. Sorry, I have to change it back to normal.
While she's doing it, I'll move 30 feet.
Woo!
Nice one.
19. So you hold your now flaming hammer up close to your face. It hurts your face a bit because of the heat, but you see the butterflies kind of like give the fire a bit of a birth so you can actually see.
Anyways, I was gonna move the normal 30 feet.
Okay, so that's
How
60
far
feet
away
in
now?
total that you've moved. So that brings
That's-
you within 60 feet of it.
I think I was wondering if I could aim. I guess I was gonna try a different stuff.
Actually, wait, no, you are. Yeah, just check here because I need to remember. Yeah, so it is actually. Yeah, I'll shift it here. There we go. So that's where it is right now.
Okay. Thinking of maybe using ice. I toss. Sometimes it's nice when you can just roll the attack roll thing, but at the same time, it's a little annoying when you can't show the spell, the rest of the part of the spell. It's 60 feet, one target, each within 5 feet. I aimed about hitting my allies still.
So what's the spell that you're doing?
I was thinking of using ice knife. About hitting my allies still.
From where? Yeah, because if you hit it into there, then all three of them are. Yeah.
I think I would just cast.
I mean, you can cast ice knife like here and forego the piercing damage and just go with the cold damage.
Old never
I think I'll just
bothered.
use magic missile in it. Oh,
Okay.
that'll be okay.
Yep, that's fine. Go ahead and roll the damage then.
Let me is it
It's
again?
free. I think it's free.
Or yeah. That's a pretty nice damage.
Yeah, that is quite a bit of damage down on it. Yeah, okay, it's the numbers are starting to thin a little bit, but it's still going strong. All right, Evelyn, you're up.
All right. Would I do the dex saving or at the end of the?
That's at the end of your turn.
All right. We'll just go for the good old mace again. Oh no.
Mrs.
Oh no.
Natural one. Go ahead and make a dex save.
Too many butterflies.
Yep. So you are no longer blinded as well.
Butterflies are evil. End of story.
These
They're
are.
so pretty and so deadly. The cognitive dissonance about them confuses
All right.
confuses them.
Delson, you're up.
I'm moving. Like, I'm gonna move my 30 feet,
That brings you here.
No,
and I
half-
shall once again blast at this.
Yeah, half of us are dashing, half blast clear.
Mm-hmm.
Do
Go
it.
ahead and roll an attack.
Let's be fair, though. Do we really want to get
Hits. Go ahead
in
and roll
the
damage.
swarm?
Eight points. Okay.
That's a nice hefty hit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, there's some beans on it.
So it is now the swarm's turn. But I realised that the swarm got like really shitty in its roll. So it's just going to attack all three of you again. So disadvantage. That's a natural 3 for Evelyn. So that is 9, so that's going to miss. That is a 2 for Nemesis. And there's a natural 1 for the goddamn Gregory.
What the literal shit?
Yeah, no, there's bad rolls all around. Gratian, you're up.
Alright. Can you move me 30 feet?
Yep, so that puts you here.
Thank you. Now I'm gonna shoot it again.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yeah.
Can we just all take a moment to appreciate just how skilled Duration is with this bow?
I mean, he's a
He's alright.
ranger.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's sniping butterflies.
Yeah, it's just the entire time, just like Gratian's been walking, just taking an arrow, just firing and firing repeatedly. All right.
I guess he has really good eyesight.
So
I really
look,
don't like.
look with your special eyes.
Yeah,
now,
yeah. Grayson, what do you have an IC? Yeah.
It's now Gregory's turn. That's a miss. Second hit. That's a natural 1. God, just worst luck imaginable. I'm gonna use a different dice next time. Okay, drop now.
I have to ask you.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, so can I move up to the swarm?
Yes.
May I move up to the swarm? Okay,
Yes.
awesome. Now, can I hit it with my axe?
Yes. Go ahead and roll an attack. 16 hits. Go ahead and roll damage. $15. Ouch. So that is... Okay. The swarm is starting to look quite thin at this point.
Awesome. Can I axe some surge?
Yep.
Awesome. And can I hit it again?
Go ahead.
Oh shit, wrong one. Sorry,
Wrong.
ignore that.
We'll use that as a damage
Why
if
not
you
12
hit.
as well?
If you hit, we'll use that as a damage.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah.
Misses.
Wasted some good damage.
Yeah. Alright, so you just swing downwards and you just see just little wings just floating off and such. You can see, despite that some of the butterflies are actually starting to disperse, but for the most part they're still on the attack. Nemesis, you're up.
Alright, I'll go ahead and swing at them with my flaming hammer.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack. Misses.
Wow, Nemesis. Okay.
Before it was just you trying to keep yourself covered. Now it's just there's so few that it's harder to hit them overall. Flareana, you're up.
How's the damage going then since I went AFK?
It's looking. There's less than half of them left, from what you can tell. Either some of them have just dispersed away, or they're lying dead on the ground.
Somewhat. I think I'll try. I'll move the 30 feet and let me check the range on this. I think now I'm 30 feet away, aren't I?
You are 20
I'm gonna
feet
try.
away.
Okay. That's probably good. I'll probably not start moving anymore. I might be closer. Like, I'll try frostbite then.
Okay, it's a Constitution saving throw. I'm going to use this dice now. That's a 4. That is going to be just a miss. I mean, that's going to be a fail even.
Okay then.
5
Nice
points.
damage.
Okay, and it has disadvantage on its next turn. That's going to be fun because it's still got a compelled duel. Evelyn, you're up.
Hit it with my mace.
Okay, go ahead. It's just a normal roll now. That misses still.
Yeah, frostbite's nice. If I can
I'm
actually
useless.
Hit it.
All right,
Frostbite's nice if I can actually hit it. 'Cause it's advantage.
Delson, you're up.
I shall move.
In fact.
I shall also move the 30 feet.
15, 20, 25, 30, because there we go.
and I am going to mimic the small child.
It's in.
And what? You doing?
I believe I also have the spell that she does.
Is it in your spell
Yeah,
list?
I don't think they'll. I don't think. these
Yeah,
have-
it is.
I
I got
I
it
think-
from the freaking. It's on my spell list, actually.
And
I
it's,
do have
and it's one of your prepared
frostbite.
spells, yeah?
I like the hope that
It was one of the ones I learned from the Magic Initiate,
Okay.
because it was a warlock spell.
Oh, I'd like the hope that frostbite would work. I think it'd
That's
be
a
better if you just
15.
cast Eldritch Blast. Alright, okay.
Yeah, that will pass anyway.
Okay.
That is
Yeah.
one of the problem. And that is the problem with frostbite.
Make sure you
if
keep
it
tabs on what
fails,
spells you got prepared. Just so you're aware.
It's one of the things that kind of sucks. So frostbite does nothing if it succeeds, but it is a
Okay,
cantrip.
so the swarm is going to move forward a bit more, enveloping Trofnar as well. Trofnar, I need you to make a dexterity save.
Right you are.
Everyone gets enveloped by the swarm.
Saving throws. Yeah.
You are blinded.
I mean, we'll make it out of here eventually.
And now it's going
Everybody
to...
jump into the swarm.
And now it's going to make an attack on everyone. I'm just going to take all my d20s that I've got currently and roll them.
Roll the bones.
Because I literally have 4 of them. And they'll all be with disadvantage, so... Okay, so I don't need to re-roll for Evelyn's. I don't need to re-roll for Nemesis. I do need to re-roll for the other ones. So Trofnar, that is a 16 to hit.
Just makes it.
And that is a 19 to
Wait,
hit.
I've got 16 armor.
Yeah, so it just hits.
yeah,
yeah.
meaning it works. That's the hits.
Alright, I'm into this.
Okay, so
Sometimes I forget it too.
so
19 to hit too.
Gregory and Trofnar, you both take. Thankfully, it's half at this point.
I'm braced, go ahead.
Yeah, wait a sec. 12 points of piercing damage. And I need
Very
you
fun.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. There's a natural one. That's a fail, so you're going to take the full brunt of this.
I am.
Both you and Gregory are.
Oh boy, okay.
You can poison an undead.
The poison that death butterfly swarms have? Yes.
Why? Because it's like acidic-based poison.
It's called potent poison.
It's a necrotic poison, apparently.
Okay, that's not too bad. And 14 points of poison damage.
I mean, it's not great. Hold on, 14. Okay.
Yeah, that could have been a lot
That was
worse.
a hefty hit, yeah.
That could have been a lot worse because it's 5d6 poison. Okay, Gratian, you're up.
Can I move 15 feet forward?
15, there we go.
14. And I'm gonna shoot it again.
Okay, go ahead and roll the attack. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. Eight points of damage. Okay. Alright, more and more of the butterflies just kind of like flying away, the ones that don't get killed. It is now time for... Oh, that also means as well, Trofnar, you're poisoned. Because
Very fun.
Yep. For,
What does that mean for me?
disadvantage on basically everything that you do.
Does he take damage over time?
No,
That kind of poison.
no, it's just the poison condition.
Okay.
I'm next to useless now, basically. Brilliant.
Okay, first attack hits, second attack hits for our friend here. I need to remember what the damage roll is for a great sword. Because I didn't actually make...
10, I think.
It's 2d6 slashing.
2d.
That's fine. So that's 9 points of slashing damage for the first hit. And that is 9 points of slashing damage for the second one. So
Fair. He's consistent.
Yep. Okay. Drefnar, you're up.
Can I give it a bit of second wind?
Yep, sure. It's your bonus action.
Okay, so bonus action.
Yep, for second wind, I believe.
Is that a bonus action or not?
I think so.
Oh, awesome. So can I second wind as a bonus action and then just try to hit them?
Let me just make sure.
I think so.
Yep, bonus action for second wind, so yes, you can.
Cool, cool. So how does second wind work again?
10 plus your fighter level is how much you heal back.
And what's my fighter level?
A d10 plus your fighting level.
But what's
roll
my
a
fighting
yep.
level?
Yeah,
Should
so
be
roll a
4.
d10 and then add your fighting level onto it.
But what's my fighting level?
What level are you?
Oh god. Oh, that right. How do
You're
I find that
a
out?
fighter, therefore fighting level.
What level am I though?
Fourth
Where do I
Oh
find
my
that?
god, you're 4. You are level 4.
And apparently have the mind of the 4-year-old.
It isn't written anywhere for me.
2,
Roll- just roll a
3,
d10.
4.
I guess he must be going senile when he's 200-year-old
Okay,
age.
so D10 plus 4. Thank you. That wasn't hard, was it? There you go.
So you heal 8 points. And
It
go ahead
seemed to
and
be
roll an
hard
attack.
for you.
Because like, no one on my character sheet doesn't say my level.
It should
Oh,
in the
it
core
should.
section of it, right at the front.
It says class
it
and
should
level,
say
champion
class
fighter
and
1.
level.
It says 1.
You didn't change that part.
Okay, that's your fault that you haven't changed it.
Yeah, you're supposed to be adding levels when you level up.
Okay. I didn't realise that was
boy.
on my job, sorry.
I'll change that for you while you do your attack
I've,
roll.
I've just changed it, don't worry.
Okay.
So what's 18 plus 8? 26.
26. Go ahead and roll your attack. That hits, go ahead and roll damage. Oof.
What is this Trothnar?
Okay. Nemesis, you're up.
Maybe that's it. He's just been playing Trothnar for so long.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's face it, Trothnar is
alright.
not the brightest knife.
I'll go
just a
ahead
bit
and
of a
try to
backer.
swing again.
Okay.
Actually, can I move like in between them?
Yep.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I gotta make a concentration check for... Yeah, no, Greg doesn't make the concentration check, so Compel Duel has disappeared.
Alright.
Gregory.
I will go ahead and swing.
That hits,
Woohoo!
go ahead and roll attack and damage. You go ahead and roll your damage. Plus your d6, because you got your searing sight.
Yep, and then do. Whoops. Sorry, my mouse isn't cooperating. There we go.
So that's fire damage?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so d8 plus that, so that's... Okay. There are very few left at this point. Like, you would be confused as if they were just regular old butterflies. So, Floriana, you're up.
It's like Lily. Go for damage. Yeah, I'll just frostbite again.
Okay. That's a natural 20 on its Constitution saving throw.
I don't think I can do anything about it.
Evelyn, you're up.
Oh, God. Okay. Oh,
I want to make my way closer to Trothnar and use Lesser Restoration for him.
Thank you.
Okay. So with that,
Make my way down.
you no longer have the poisoned effect. You are still
Cool.
actually dropping our deck save as well, just quickly.
Do I have to?
Yes. This is to see if you are able to not be blinded anymore. Nope. But you do lose a poisoned status effect.
Cool.
Right, Delson, you're up.
not bad. No healing, but that is curing.
Can I run up and try to catch one of these butterflies?
Okay, make a survival check. You're
With
making,
disadvantage, for God's sake.
you are making a survival check against its AC.
Sometimes that sounds good. In this case, probably bad.
What are you gonna put it in one of like the 22
Probably-
bottles you have?
Okay. It takes 1 damage, and you now have one of the butterflies in your vial.
I'm out of vials.
Okay.
Could be interesting. Maybe you could sell it to the alchemist.
Is this Breath of the Wild?
Do. Like Zelda,
Okay,
it's like
so-
I just swing my bottle and I catch myself a butterfly.
So the
or-
last few butterflies are going to make a run for it. So Delson, Drofnar, Nemesis, Evelyn, and Gregory can make an attack of opportunity.
Go on then.
Natural 20 on Greg.
Nice, nice,
Water it.
nice, Gregory Chan.
Gregory.
You know, I'm not going to even ask you to roll damage because it only had 4 health left. So
Yeah.
just in a flurry of blades, the last butterflies just get cut to shreds.
I think my mom's probably home now, so my dog's going crazy.
And with that, the swarm is no more.
We did it! We killed butterflies.
Can I pick one of them up and like examine them, see if I know what they are?
All right. So you pick up one of the less, wounded ones, the ones that basically got frozen by the frostbite. It looks very much like a regular butterfly, except you notice that it has a much larger head with visibly sharp razor teeth.
Do I recognize this?
I would say make a religion check.
All right.
And I tried checking
You
in the
have no
context.
idea.
After
That's
all
right.
this time,
Oh my god,
Nemesis,
are they Satan's butterflies?
Can I examine in the context of maybe knowing it medicinally wise, herbalism, etc.? Like, if I know, like,
Make just a straight intelligence check for yourself.
okay.
Can
I'm
I
gonna
see?
go ahead and just like collect some of them and put them in a bag for proof.
14. You know, you don't know much about these butterflies, but you know that their poison is so potent that even the undead are affected by it.
Can I
Nice.
look at the
The hollow
butterfly in my? Can I look at the butterfly in my vial?
It is butting against the vial, and you can actually see already a few scratch marks in the vial itself.
How sturdy are the vials?
That's probably not good.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
goes my the bite one.
Do something with the remaining butterflies to try to make an anti-venom, or at least know if I know how to make it.
I would say, like, even though you're well traveled, you're not super experienced with these particular sort, because these are not like super common things.
Okay, then. Do some
Yeah.
one got then. Sell it or something.
Can I gather the dead butterflies and store them
All right, how
I
many?
just
with
did
the
that.
poison berries? Oh,
Yeah, so Nemesis
Yeah.
put several dead butterflies in, I assume, in a pack.
But
Yeah.
I want to go in the pile like leaves.
can I examine the lizard corpse?
It is just a lizard that resides in the forest. Even though it doesn't look it here, it is just a skeleton. I could not find
I'm
any
gonna
skeleton bone
go to-
stuff.
Go to this guy.
Probably just a pile of bones.
Yeah, it's a pile of bones. Its clothing is in tatters. It has a small pouch that's also in tatters. There's about 13 gold, 4 silver, and 8 copper just stewed about on the
Damn.
floor.
They're around your journey, unless you let them out.
You guys
Huh?
can have the money if you want it. I'm not into robbing dead bodies. Him.
Are we giving integration? And
Sure, take it.
Actually, why don't we give it to Gregory?
I
Sure.
would rather
Yep.
not defile the dead, thank you very much.
Okay, how about I defile the dead and give it to you?
That was out of character.
I
Nemesis
would
does not defile the dead either.
I would not appreciate that either.
Can I go to this small skeleton that's by the tree?
Yep. It is a goat
Can
skeleton.
I see what it is?
It is a goat skeleton.
Can I have its horn?
Its horns have actually been partially eaten away.
No.
Just take the
Um,
skull.
I want to investigate the tree.
The hollow tree.
That's what I was about to say.
Looking inside, it looks surprisingly smooth, but there are like little divots of like where these butterflies have been like keeping their teeth shortened downwards. Basically, it looks more like they inhabit the tree and just use it to keep their teeth from growing out too much.
Oh, he set the tree on fire.
Feel very
Oh,
like
Why do you
plan.
want to set the tree on fire?
we're okay.
There'll be a controlled burn.
That can very quickly just turn into a normal forest fire.
Indeed.
Since there are
We
trees
use
around here that have no
forest
bark
fire.
either.
Burn the bodies. That's how it works.
No, we're not setting a fire here.
I mean, if I want to give everyone here a
Okay.
proper dwarven funeral,
We are not setting
We don't
anything on fire here.
don't
We
have a volcano.
literally know people that live in this forest.
Can we put the bodies
have
into the
Centaurs. We probably shouldn't do anything to disturb them.
Wow.
Can we like put the skeletons into the tree?
Sure, there's nothing really stopping you.
Actually, centaur horns nearby.
There's no horns nearby now.
Okay.
Does she go robo for anybody else? Just
Yeah, for me.
yeah, she started to
Yes.
sound like Glanos. Yeah.
I'm hard to under.
Sorry.
All right,
I think
so
I
what do
might
you
get
guys-
you better.
Can I carve something into the tree then?
oh
Sure.
god.
I want to carve it.
Blaze. That
There
reminds me,
were
Blaze.
demon butterflies here.
Okay.
That reminds me, Blaze. Welcome our friend Gregory. He's a undead Grand Paladin from 700 years ago. 750.
Still not convinced on the undead or 700 years.
In character, Gratian knows all about him.
Yeah.
Telling. I like that
Yeah.
response. I was like, you just keep saying, I'm not undead.
I still want to go around and collect as many bones as I can.
Okay, so you take what bones you're able to collect realistically. So the lizard and horse, unfortunately, you're not able to collect the bones because they're too big.
Mhm.
But you collect some of the human bones and several of the ram bones. So go ahead and mark in your pack, pile of bones. I would say you got about £20 worth.
Yay!
Like,
Jeez.
I'm surprised that Delson didn't do something. Delson and Gratian heart.
We're only super best friends.
hmm
Yeah.
We're
Just
just
that the bones
gal.
of the lizard were too big, right?
Yep, the lizard
Totally
and horse are
platonic
too
like
What about his claws or teeth?
big. You can take the teeth, yeah.
Yay!
Two
Was there
bros
teeth?
chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart because I'm not gay.
Yeah, we just hang out all the time, and we play games, we joke around, we kiss. It was pretty.
We're just a couple. We're just a couple
Let's go, bros.
dudes.
Let's go, bros, guys. If we hug, okay? Something happens, who knows?
Okay, so as you all take a breather from this unexpected detour, we're gonna call it good for this session.
Yeah.
Enough now.